Hello. How are you? No sponsor today. You know what? Today's more of a dedication. Today's show is dedicated to Uncle Frank. Not Jimmy Kimmel's Uncle Frank, although another noble good man, where I'm proud of you, comes from. But Bobby, his Uncle Frank. He's in good company. I know two Uncle Franks, and from what I understand, the one I've met, a good man, and sounds like Bobby's Uncle Frank is a good man too. So there we go. Today our guest was, you good, Bobby? You good? Mm-hmm. Today Danny Lobell was our guest. Had a lot of fun. Next week, shut the fuck up, Rob Gleason and Ian Carmel. That is right. Mm-hmm. Tweet at those guys. I want you to tweet the hell out of them. Excited to have you back. Make them feel welcome. I don't ask that much. And Aristotle, it is pure joy having you there every week. I just want you to know that. Do you know that? Aristotle, you know what? I'm going to give you 10 seconds right now. Maybe you could put a little music behind you. I love doing this with Aristotle because obviously he's not here. I send this to him. Let's see what he does with 10 seconds. Take 15. Put a little betting music behind you and then throw it back to me. Okay? Aristotle, take it away.
Hey guys, I thought really hard about what I should do with this time, and I thought I'm going to let everyone know how much I appreciate Todd Glass. Everything he's done for me. He's super nice, always fun. I don't know what else to say. I mean, buy his book, it's coming out. Not 100% sure what the title of the book. Hey, guys, can you keep it down? I'm trying to record something from the Todd Glass show. Can you please keep it down? Sorry about that, guys. I'm at one of these Nerdist meetings. We're sacrificing some goats. You know how they are. Thanks for putting up with all my stuff. Thanks.
Why, thank you, Aristotle. What did he do? I don't know. Next week, very much looking forward to it. And then I think that's it. It's a short opening. Mm-hmm. It's all going to be fine. Breathe in, breathe out. You know when I tell you that, it's because I'm telling myself that. I remember for a while I thought, if you're really pissed, that breathing thing doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Stop. In the nose, out the mouth. I always cheat. I always think, does it really matter? I think it does. All right. Enjoy the show. And that's it. Goodbye.
Why don't we play the intro today? We'll do it a little different. All right, why not?
A very funny guy, Todd Glass.
Oh, exciting.
If you fucking call me back this time, then don't call me ever again, because we're done.
The Todd Glass Show launches August 12th.
Todd.
Oh, it's going to be
Hey,
fun.
Zach.
You know what?
Listen, man, I really
Dude, who
want to
cares
promote
about the
the
intro?
podcast.
Oh, I'm so excited. Fade it out. Who cares about that, right? Maybe there's a new listener, huh? I like the intro. Is there an 800 number I could call?
Hello, is the intro not going to be played?
All right, so here I'm. You know how many weeks can I say this? But you know I'm very excited because, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Lobell is here today. There you go. And then there we go. And let me tell you something, Yoff. Your name later in the show has caused quite a uproar around the studio today, and you will find out why later. You will find out why later. Danny Lobell. Danny, last time my nephew listens to the show, and he goes, I was going to, Sammy, the fact that it came in part 2 and that Sammy was still on part 2, he goes, I wanted to pull over on the side of the road and vomit. And I take that as a huge compliment because I know what he means by that. So hopefully that we'll be able to maybe get him on the phone today. I tell you the truth, I'm probably getting excited. Maybe he would stop by the studio. But let me get this out of the way. But I'm very excited you're here. I really am. Even though before the show, I was what do you say? What do you call what I was doing to you? Yelling? Yes. Oh, shut the fuck up, that fake humility. He looks at me. May I? Oh, really? May I speak? No, I always ask people questions, and when they go to speak, I go, What do you call that? What was I was doing before the show? Be honest. To George Carlin, what was I doing? In your words.
You were yelling.
To George Carlin?
Yes, you were yelling.
And really, to George Carlin?
You were yelling.
See, now, Danny, we're going to have a more serious part about this show. This is what's great about a podcast. That might be the problem that you're going to face. If you thought that was yelling, did you erase it? You did. Shit. No, I didn't. Oh, Danny, you might have got. Do you want to take one more chance?
Wait a minute. Were you talking about before this show started tonight?
No, like before, like when we were getting organized, and I was like, I was like,
no, that wasn't yelling.
So what did you think was yelling?
On the phone the other day, I thought you were yelling.
You thought that was yelling?
That was yelling, I thought.
That's the same thing. Because you know what you think? Because I don't have that recorded. And I do have that recorded, too. You're like, oh, not that. I meant a month ago when you met me. Look at this. We have the call right now.
Please
and
leave a message
you're going to feel,
after the
this is the
tone.
message I left you.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, you pile of shit. You bring more than the guest that you said that you were going to bring. And I'll shove a hot poker right up your ass, you limp-dick motherfucking talentless piece of shit. Now, beep. Did that sound, in all fairness, everybody in the room, did you think that was yelling?
Now that I hear, here's the problem.
Now that you hear, you don't think
Here's the problem. My headset volume's very high on my cell phone. So now that I hear it live, it sounds okay.
It sounds better. All right, listen, I don't want to start sweating. So we're all good. Do you know I adore you?
I know.
Okay, so sometimes let me, for the listeners that are listening, you know me. The other day on the phone, he was going to bring some guests, and I was like, Danny, you got to check, because I could have some guests here already. And I love, to George Carlin, energy in the studio. Just so you know, like when someone says they're bringing people, I'm always very excited. Like Rory Scovel, I'm like, oh, I'm bringing this person, I'm bringing that person. I'm like, I love it. Like, forget about it. Like I should, pay him to be here every week. You know what? You should be a guest one week. I know you come and you hang out, but
He gets a paid position.
Oh, well, you do.
And I got to keep coming in for free?
And then Nick is here. And I'm going slow today. But once we get to you, I'm going to give you 100%. Nick is here. He's maybe going to... We haven't really put pictures up on the website for a while, so maybe Nick has a very fancy camera that he was playing with before the show. I got very nervous because he was like focusing and he wanted to do a white balance. I'm like, oh my God, there's too many things. He goes, just turn the lights up bright for 3 seconds. I go, I may as well kill myself. And then Sam has not been here in a long time, but if you're a regular listener, woo! All right. What is that? That's a very excited group of people that get very unexcited quickly. And Sam's here. Okay. And as always, Aristotle. Okay. So we're
Say another person's here.
And then Jake Adams. I should play that when I'm making my, when I'm going off on a rant. That's all I get. And that's what I mean. Religious people, and then they don't do that, so shouldn't atheists get to have the same opportunity? Okay, so there's that. All right, hold on. We're going to get through this. Just give me a second. What are you doing? A bit? I got something with the glasses. Are you Josh?
Are you speaking to me, Todd? I couldn't see you with these sunglasses on. Very
You know
dark.
what? I love visuals. Your poor brother has a stigma in his eye, and you take his glasses. Why doesn't he have a dog?
He has a dog.
He's blind, and I know it, and he's embarrassed to tell people. I used to have a friend that was blind. 20 years, he never told anybody. Explained all the car accidents. car accidents is... Thank you. At least, God damn it, Yoav. Thank God you're here because...
He wants the money.
By the way, can I talk about something? I realized something, and I'm not going to mention the club. He wants the money. I'm not going to mention the club, but every so often this happens. Somebody's really funny. They are funny. I'm going to give this person that. They worked at a comedy club, but they don't laugh. And I watch people. I watch them 99% of the time. Everybody in this room's laughing. Once in a while, me and Jake, to be honest, we've caught somebody. We're like, they're not laughing. They don't laugh. They're funny, but they don't laugh at anybody. And this person, I figured it out on Thursday at the club. I'm like, they don't laugh. And they were very, very funny. I'm like, what do you think that is? And then there's Yoav, who does both. So it is possible. But I want everyone to know in this room, I got my eyes on you. Every so often, I'll look over at Sam. If we're all cracking up and I catch someone in the room, stone-faced, I go, you either have no sense of humor or you're thinking about other things. I think that's the gentler way to look at it. And to those people, I say, stop, take a deep breath, be here, be here, be here in this room. All right. Wanted to bring, okay, there's that. I don't think I need to do that. Shane, I like this thing Shane sent me. To improve is to change. To improve is to change, but to perfect is to change often. Sounds simple, but it's saying, yeah, you change. And by the way, when you say change, that doesn't have to mean on things you're positive about. Like people go, well, you're going to change your view on not hitting children? No, because that's a fact that it doesn't work. You don't have to change. You don't have to change your view on that a stop sign means stop or a red light means go. They are facts. And as a civilized society, we deem things facts sometimes, as I've said on the show. So, but I'm talking about change your view on when all the facts tell you that your view was wrong and all the results come in, you change. Go ahead.
Are you still against hitting children?
Yes, I am, adamantly. And I think the reason a lot of people hold on to it is because they were hit. But you don't realize you should have seen what your parents went through. And your object is to not match what your parents did. Also hate them. If they were overall pretty good parents and they used... hitting as a form of discipline, that doesn't mean you have to hate them just because you improve and take it to another level. They did the best they could do, and you take it to the next level. How about instead of in their face, in honor of them? You look at what you were handed by your parents, mom and dad, and then you did this for me. I'm going to try to take it to the next level. Maybe I'll be the generation that doesn't hit at all. It's not to match your parents, what they did.
Sure. Last time I was on this show, I don't know if anyone remembers, Todd was against hitting children back then, too. And I see nothing has changed.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, because that's not, I don't have to change. That's a fact. I don't have to.
I mean, that's what you said last time.
Jesus. I'm going to repeat this. Don't take, I heard this quote, I'm going to say it again, because last week Andy Kindler would not give it the validity it deserved. Don't take, when people go, well, it's people's religious beliefs. I know my listeners, there's that 15-second button. Click 3 times, and you won't hear this again. But there's some people in this room that need to hear it. You know those people, and we'll get to you, Jake. There's people that say, well, it's people. Every week I figure out a better way to say it. Oh, I get it. Every week I love to say it. I love the inflections in this. I love being flippant in this tone. Because people think they got you sort of cornered. Well, when a group of people are being hateful, they go, well, you can't argue with people's religious beliefs. That's just people's religious beliefs. You can't argue with it. Yes, I fucking can. Don't act like you got me cornered. I fucking hate that when they say it in the news. Can you argue with people's religious beliefs? Yes. Stop it. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. They've made a lot of mistakes in the past. Even religious people should be gathering amongst themselves, or at least the religious people that are against, forward-thinking people today, and go, in all fairness, we have fucked up a few times. Could this be another one? So I love this comment. If for some reason it resonates with me, don't take your shabby, gross garment of bigotry and hatred and try to dress it up as religious freedom. Don't take your gross, shabby, torn-apart garment of bigotry and hatred and then try to spruce it up and dress it up as religious freedom. No, you don't get to fucking do that. And you tell your parents that if they disagree. When you go to your next, maybe you'll be somewhere. How about Joe Rocha? It's his birthday. Joe Rocha. Joe. Happy birthday to you. Here, Sam on piano. Happy birthday. Let's see how long. Stop playing. It would take him to figure out Happy Birthday. Starting from the beginning. good. Can we have reverb? Let's start over again. Joe Rocha, you son of a bitch. That's right. Adam Cousins takes care of you. Here we go. Happy birthday. Take it home, Jake.
Keep on living, Joey.
Keep on living, Joey Rocha. Look at you. Hi, I'm Joey Rocha. Keep
turning
listen,
that wheel.
happy birthday. You seriously, I don't mean to joke about. Don't take the shabby garment. That's what it is. Don't take your fucking shabby piece of fucking shit garment of hatred and bigotry and then go, people are stupid. It's hatred and bigotry, but we're going to dress it up. Bring that scarf over here. Bring that. We'll comb its hair, and we'll fluff it, and we'll tease it, and we'll put a scarf, and we'll dress it up. We'll put makeup on it. Hey, asshole! It's still hatred and bigotry. You can fluff it the fuck up all you want. Well, put a dress on it. Rent a tuxedo for it. It's still bigotry and hatred, you dumb fuck. You can dress it up all you want. Don't take the shabby, gross, disgusting garment of bigot and hatred, see, and fluff it up. And fuck you with your fucking shit.
Can we do it? Can we do it to music?
Let me try. Hold on. You want to do live, Sam, or should we do this? Do you know any bum 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 bum? Look at Sam. I know he doesn't know it from the minute I start talking to him. He looks at me like, I am so confused on even what you sort of want.
Sammy, give us a tune, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have reverb?
Oh, it's Todd Glass in the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't take the shabby garment
That shabby garment
of hatred and bigotry,
both hatred and bigotry,
and try to dress it up
don't dress it up,
as religious freedom.
and also don't dress it up as a vampire. It's too overdone.
By the way, you know what? I know Andy Kindler talked about this a lot last week. Not a lot, a little bit. By the way, God damn it, is he funny in every bone in his body.
Andy Kindler?
Yeah. Never liked him. Never liked him.
Beats his kids, I hear.
He beats his kids. Well, someone has to. So listen. So hold on. We're almost there. What were we just doing? I was talking about something.
Shabby garment.
No.
Shabby garment.
Don't take. Oh, hold on. I'm almost good. We're almost good. Oh, about Andy Kindler had mentioned when atheists are angry. I think what Andy's sort of saying, a lot of people, hey, if someone doesn't believe in what I believe in, that's okay. But then they're saying that some atheists are angry. Now, look, for the ones that are, I say don't mirror anything that you don't like. But I think there's a lot of people that get written off as angry atheists, that if you saw their behavior, you'd be like, can you tell that I'm not going to joke around right now because what do you want?
We should get music for this. Sammy.
Sammy.
Angry atheist music. Well, he's just an angry atheist.
He's
a grumpy old atheist indeed.
That was good. His instincts were right. That's good. That's okay.
Doesn't
that's okay.
partake in the good fun.
I'm trying to be serious.
God's
This is
religion and weed.
No, you have no layers. Oh, hi. My name's what's your name again? Danny Lobell, and I can't get. So isn't anything I'm saying connecting it? Like,
connecting.
You know, later we're going to get so silly we're going to vomit. Is anything I'm saying here?
Very important.
The garment, the hatred,
yes.
Anything connecting. What makes you tick? What makes you? What makes you
talk? What makes you tick? What makes you tick tock tock tick tick tock 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 tock? Come on, what's resonating?
All right,
is any of this shit getting through to you, kid? No, it is. Really? Is it? What then? No, some of it really hit me. What hit you? A lot of it.
In Tempe, they wouldn't make a cake for the couple that's gay. Well, we'll give them a brownie and a muffin, but there's artistic and thing, and the lawyer's going to go, hey, you know what I love to say? I love that. My new thing is taunting. If I get around someone that tries to, I can tell they're playing devil's advocate, but it's really them. They go, well, if you own a store, you don't have to, they don't want to, they're saying whatever they already make, they'll make, but it's an artistic thing to make two men for a cake, and they don't want to do it, and that's the thing. And what if you worked, what if you worked at a deli? What if you worked at a deli, somebody said on this show I watched, and people wanted pork, but you don't serve pork? You know what? That's a good argument to muddy the water. That means you just muddy it. It doesn't really, it's not a great analogy. And by the way, it's not a bad analogy because you thought it was, but you were a little off. I do that. I try to make good analogies. Sometimes I'm a little off. It's a bad analogy because you fucking knew it was. You know the goddamn difference between going into a Jewish deli that doesn't serve pork and making them serve it and then saying, well, isn't that the same thing as the people that wanted a cake and then they wouldn't make... No, it's not. And guess what? Here's the fun part. I'm not even interested in arguing with someone that says it because they go, well, the lawyer said this and their lawyer said that. Get ready to lose because you lose all the time. I fantasize about getting in someone's face a little bit, and I would never do that in real life. But you will lose. Hold on, you will lose. Right. Every time you're not on the right side of history, they lose, and you will lose. So whenever someone doesn't agree, if someone's out there going, well, if they didn't want to make the cake, you're right. They don't have to make the cake. You'll get a lawyer. He'll get you out of it on a technicality. But guess what? You will lose, and you will look gross every fucking time. Every time. So get ready to look gross and disgusting, and you already are.
Hit it, Sammy. No.
And then last but certainly not least,
I had a good cake song ready to go. All right.
By the way, you know how religious people wear. I know Josh is probably going. Does Danny? Did you listen to the last show by any chance? No. Oh, wait till you see how much fun we're gonna have. Danny knows it too, but I just got to plow.
I don't
this.
remember the last show, Todd. That was a long time ago.
I do, because it's all I've had. You know, I've been going a lot of getting treatments.
Was it here at the
I
car
got
shop?
treatments.
Yeah, the car shop?
We recorded the show here. You don't remember being here?
Hard to say. Hit it, Sammy. Hey, we work at a cake shop. We make cakes every day.
That's not even like my song.
We'll make a cake for you, my friend. I'm a
what do you call it? Chief and operating chief and staff. If I say no piano, no piano. All right, listen. I'm almost done. Please, I'm sweating. You know when I start to sweat? When I feel like when I'm sweating. Fuck. Andy's a freshman. Nice email, Andy. You know who you are. You're a freshman at the school, wherever. You didn't say the school, but you said you're a freshman, and you wrote a nice email. You're a good man. Okay, hold on. If the more we won't get to. Oh, religious, like the Pope, he wears clothes. Maybe they wear these outfits. They deem themselves. Like. By the way, so I think atheists should start having an outfit. You know what I mean? Like they should wear a cape. And people will go, that's so silly. And you go,
I was thinking a cape. I'm not even kidding. When you said that, I was thinking a cape.
Yeah, cape and a pair of maybe shoes that are 5 times the size that have gold all over them and go, oh, I'm an atheist. This is my outfit. People will go, what? What? Yeah, yes, you'd be right. You'd be right. Now just say the same thing about the outfits that you don't have to know anything and wear yourself an outfit. What are you to wear an outfit? Well,
Take it away, Sammy.
I listen.
All right, sorry. I love the musical element.
Thank God he's here. I want to. We're gonna. That's all the stuff. That's all the stuff I wanted to get out of the way, and then we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna play something that I think is great. It's just I love this. It's a kid that figured out how to ride a bike. Someone sent it to me. Tay, T-A-Y, sent it to me. Thank you, Tay. How's everybody doing? Can I tell you something? Everything's going to be fine. If I tell you, it's going to be good. Now, for that one person over there, maybe not. No. What if I pick one listener out? Well, things might get a little rougher. But everything's going to be fine. Okay? Just let it go. Enjoy the show. We'll talk about it later. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. Danny Lobell is here. Everybody's going to be in a great mood, and everybody's going to be fun. And to do it, I want to play this. I love this. This is just, this little kid's, you can just tell that he has parents that let him express himself. You would think. Well, there's always freaks of nature, kids that everything is done wrong to, and they end up great in spite of it. But mostly kids that are let to be in touch with a lot of, happy emotions and sad emotions at a young age end up being able to say things like this little kid. I think he just learned how to ride a bike. He's so excited. So let's listen to it, and then we'll take a break, and then we're going to come back. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Okay.
I feel.
Do you feel alive?
I feel happy of myself.
I feel happy of yourself, too. What, do you got any words of wisdom? What about for all the other kids trying to learn how to ride their bike? Can you say anything to them?
It's more than riding a bike, people. Listen.
Everybody, I know you can believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will know how to ride a bike. If you don't, you just keep practicing. You will get the hang of it, I know it. If you keep practicing, you will get the hang of it, and then you can get better and better at it after you do it.
Give me some thumbs up.
Thumbs up, everybody!
All right.
Rock and roll!
Kid sounds like an idiot.
Thumbs up, everybody!
All right.
Rock and roll!
All right.
What a stupid fucking kid.
Why? Okay, here's what we're going to do. You have
And
to
that's
say
why you got to change that opinion.
That's what. Change what opinion?
Hit the kids. Take it away, Sammy.
Take it away. I remember those days. It makes you want to do like a meow.
Sometimes you just got to hit a kid, Todd. I know you have your mind set up.
All right, listen. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath.
Sorry.
Well, we took a break. We started talking about hitting kids, so it always gets passionate. And then you start like, okay, we went down. Oh, we got to stop. But that's what this is. That's why I like doing this. Because if you had, like I've said it a million times, a radio show somewhere, they would be like, oh, it's comedy. But hey, and then we took a break and we started really getting into this intense conversation. But I'm okay with it. I'll tell you why. Because all I have to have in this room to have a good time is people I respect and that I think are decent people. You can disagree and get into these heated arguments and still not. Obviously, if we were on break and you said, like, I wouldn't let my, something horribly racist, then I would be like, ooh, that's going to be hard to be silly with these people. But stuff like that, I can, like, get real passionate and then come back.
I want to clarify that I was not pro hitting kids.
Yeah,
This was a conversation between you and
I didn't even say.
What's the cameraman?
Yeah, but
his name I don't know.
By the way, I didn't even just say it was. I just made it generic. So it wasn't like I went, hey, when we took a break, Danny was.
But you could say, people might say guest Danny Lobell, and then you say, well, we were on the break, we were discussing. Then I made jokes earlier about hitting kids.
Oh, I see.
People who put it all together, they go in the break.
You're
Danny
right.
was
And by the way, here's one example to find where we can never love Yosef. We should never love Yoav so much where we let him laugh because you know what? I said, oh, he agreed with me and he was wrong. Oh, my God. Because you're right. You made those jokes. So if I just come making these generic statements when we come back, they're going to be like, I bet it was that Danny Lobell.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm being serious.
Yeah, me too.
So now I understand why you wanted to preface
Of course
that.
I'm against hitting kids.
No, listen.
That was
If I had a kid, you know what I would do? People ask me. I would hit it with a 2x4. Because that's why I'm not having kids. I wouldn't hit it with a 2x4, but I'd want to when it made a mess.
I've always...
No, that either sounds warm and loving or cold-hearted. It's warm and loving. I'm saying, first of all, I would never hit a child with a 2x4, but I'm saying I get it. The way I need things, I thought hard about it. Is it fair for me to bring a kid into this world? Hey, I'd be a good parent, but I want to be better than a good parent. I want to strive to be the best. Right. So I don't have the patience, I don't think. People go, you should have kids. You should have kids. What the fuck do you know about me?
People don't know me. They're going to, people who know me know that I'm against hitting kids. People that don't know me, they don't know that I'm not against hitting kids. I've always said, and I've been very clear about it.
Talk to me. Look at me.
I said, Todd, electroshock your kid.
Do you think that's better?
Well, it leaves them with an interesting hairdo. Hit it, Sammy!
Why does it make me laugh so hard? First of all, Sam, guess what? I forgot his name was really Sammy. Because I thought it was like, it sounds like such a, the guy behind the piano. Hit it, Sammy, baby! I'll tell you.
Don't hit your kid. It's all right if you shock your kid, but don't hit your kid.
Don't eat chicken, but it's all right if you shock your kids. Is that the name of your song?
Well, it's one
Can
of them.
you sing another? Can you sing that again? Because I'd like to hear that one again.
Sure.
Hit it, Sam. Oh, I used to.
Hit it, Sammy. Well, don't hit your kid. It's okay if you drown your kid, but don't you hit your kid.
Look at him. He's really doing a good job over there. Look what we learned today. Give me a bouncy beat with a 3 count. You know what I'm talking about. Make sound you know what I mean. Go.
I'm the cut and titan cut. Hide you take the kind of night. I to the bank and title night. The kite and tweet the night. Was a king the light and the hide the time. The king the lacht. I. Shaking the hand and the bunch of tight. Oi, hit the kid. Shaking the band and the daisy twinkling kind and all the time. Hold the lavender and the shaking the yellow. Come on the guy. Shake, fight, my night. Shake. What in chicken, the king, Viking, Alachtanen, for fish. I am then the king the lacht, the kind and the beat. And China von der Kirche, and hitting on the feet. I try to cut the kind of in the fight. And I can take the kite. I can read the time with the tea. I like to have another fight the country with the feet. I like to have the It was over.
God, that's a lot of energy you put out. Holy shit.
I'm done. I'm heading out. That's all
you're
I
done?
had.
Oh, you just go,
all I had.
I'm going to take an hour and a half and just squeeze it into like 3 minutes and give Todd. Matter of fact, if you go, Todd, I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, but I'll do this one thing. I'll exude an hour and a half worth of energy. I think I should accept it. You didn't see at home what he was doing here. His arms were making fists up and down. His face was scrunched up, and he was singing like a motherfucker. Good for you. Oh, sure.
It impresses people when a fat guy moves his arms. They go, wow, that's a lot of energy.
No,
that's like...
Shut up.
Did you see what he did? He lifted his arms off the table.
Oh, my God.
Holy crap.
All right, our guest is Danny Lobell, everybody.
Jew from comical radio and rise of the radio show. His album is called Some Kind of Comedian. Give it up for Danny Lobell.
Our guest is Danny Lobell, America.
That's me.
Danny Lobell.
And a host of Modern Day Philosophers podcast, which today released the episode with Todd Glass.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, I'm done.
No, you misunderstood me. I didn't mean that type of shut the fuck up.
Didn't mean it like that.
What's the matter, you? Come on, what's the matter, you?
He wasn't serious. He wasn't even serious.
Nah, why you make a joke like that, huh? What's the matter with you? Why is my mic not so loud? Is something wrong with my mic? Can the audience not hear me sing? Oh, wait, I can't do this yet. Turn it off. Here's what happened today. I hope you know this came from a loving place. I actually had a difficult, you're the best, but I had a hard time with your name. And still sometimes.
Again, now you're talking to Yoav. You're not talking to me. People are going to think you had a hard time with mine.
People are going to think, oh, you're right. Thank God you're here. In 3 seconds, I would have said his name. They would have known. But
People
you diverted a real train wreck.
Danny
right
Lobell.
there.
It's not a hard name.
If it would, 4 more seconds, they would have known. You got worried.
They might not.
Quicker.
They might not try to pronounce my name if they think, oh, Todd had a hard time. I'm not even going to read it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to edit this right now. Not really, but for the bit. I'm going to do it the way you would want me to do it.
All
okay?
Right,
okay, so that all happens. But stop. We had a real fiasco here. Now, Danny Lobell, of course, I'm not talking about you. I know your name. But over here to the right of me, I have another gentleman, and his name is Yoav. Not you, of course. I wouldn't forget your name.
Right, Danny
Oh,
Lobell. Easy to
sure.
say.
I hit my kids, and no one remembers my name. What a life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if that made sense completely. So I said, I want
Lynn Shore.
Oh, no. I want Nick and Yoav to have like a jingle for them. I said, so I'd like them to have a jingle, and then and also
Josh,
I know, because I have help.
My brother Josh is in the studio.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say that.
I didn't feel like I could talk until I was introduced. Now I can talk.
Well, yeah, but hold on, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's okay. I won't talk anymore.
No, I mean don't move it. But yeah. Well, no, what did you think? We will talk. We talk to everybody here usually a little bit. Can you straighten that out a little bit?
I'd like to introduce my brother, the fantastic and talented Mr. Joshua Lobell.
I think we should play him in bigger than
Get
this.
it, Sammy!
I think we should play him bigger. Do you have any big music? Like the something? Put some reverb in. and give Josh Lobell the proper intro. Maybe we could really hit it hard with the drums. Do we have that old? Oh, what's that old happy music we used to play? I think that's good.
These days are all. These days are all.
Oh, that was good. Just that alone. And then we're gonna play what happened with Yo Off and Nick's song. I think Lynn's been drinking. I like to give a lot of reverb. We'll be good. Everything's good. Okay.
That's enough for that big happy song we used to have with the crazy drum beat. That's it.
Do you have it? Look at me asking every 20 seconds.
That's the song.
Or anything.
Should I play him in? Because I didn't tell you this, but I'm here for 2 reasons today.
Really?
Yes, only 2 reasons. I did not come because you wanted me to come do the show. I didn't come here for fun or for games or for comedy. I'm here to promote.
Hold on. I want to give that promotion the promotion it deserves and the attention it deserves. But first, I think we should introduce Josh Lobell.
Okay.
Here we go. Come on. Give him some drums, Aristotle. And I want Aristotle to play. Here we go. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Danny Lobell's brother, Josh Lobell. Josh Lobell. Oh, shut up after all that. Hit it, Sammy. The guy can't give his band a break at all. Imagine your band fires out that type of song, and then the minute it done, you go, hit it, Sammy. So they got to start all over again. All right, so listen. So then, by the way, to George Carlin, I wanted these to be right. I thought it'd be so fun out of the blue. You know, it'd be like, of course we didn't forget you guys. So let's play the random ones that Lynn made. And Lynn, of course, we appreciate it.
Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff.
Yoloff.
Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff.
It says your name. I said, just do something with Nick and Yoloff. And then he goes, Nick Yoloff. I swear to God. Can you hear it?
Nick Yoloff.
That's a new name for you.
Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff. Nick Yoloff, laugh, yap, yap, Yoloff. Nick Yoloff, 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 Nick, Nick, Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff, Nick Yoloff.
Ah, Nick Yoloff. Let's do it live. Oh, my name is Yo-Off, 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 Yo-Off. I don't hear any reverb. Oh, my God, I'm going deaf. I can't hear anything.
Nick Yoloff.
Nick Yo-Off.
Nick Yoloff, ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Now, wasn't there another one, too? Was there another one? I like, oh, you can take the reverb.
I love you, Nick Olson.
Here we go. Did you see?
Nick Olson.
What's this? If you like Danny Lobell,
yeah, I like this jazzy.
you're gonna love meeting Sammy.
Wow, that's
Didn't
not
they make
cool.
another one for those guys though? For Nick and
That's not
Nick.
cool.
He did.
Now Sammy's creeping into my intros.
Well, hey, I gotta tell you. Hold on. Let's take a deep breath because I'm.
You like
It's all
Daniel?
fun.
This is Google.
I get-
If you like the
Okay,
Amazon suggestion. I don't know what people.
See, when we were talking serious before, I got nervous because Josh has never been here before, and I thought maybe he thinks, oh, it's this podcast. And I thought because you were here before and you said you had fun, you'd figure, oh, 15 minutes of that, and then it would slide into something else. But I do always tell everybody. It's funny I didn't think to tell you because I always tell everyone, oh, we'll talk about this and what's going on. Where are you going?
I was gonna get a drink.
Get a drink. Have whatever you want. You want a nice cup of sauce? My brother, by the way, my brother once came home from college, and my mom had, some reason she had tomato puree in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't with the meat in it yet. And my brother, my mom's like, what were you doing downstairs? You know, to my brother Michael. He's like, oh, I was making Bloody Marys. Like, they were old enough to maybe drink, so it wasn't like a big deal, Bloody Marys anyway. And my mom's like, where did you get tomato juice? And she goes, Michael, that was tomato sauce. They were the thickest Bloody Marys. They were like food, practically. And then I thought about it. What's wrong with a Bloody Mary with some hot roast beef in it? You people are great. Nice to have you here. The minute Danny left the table, I haven't been able to get one laugh. I was nothing when Lobell and Glass split up. Look at him coming back to the table with 3 drinks. He's like old school. I like it. He's got a good. An Italian family. Like you go into a restaurant, I would like to go in with you because you probably like take
all
control.
3 of those
Who's paying? All right.
Who's paying? What do you have over there?
I thought, well, this has probably never been done on the show, a live whiskey tasting. I'll do some comparative whiskey.
Did we say hi to Jake?
What kinds do we have there?
We have Jack Daniels, a classic.
Okay, what's the test going to be? Are you okay over there? What time is it? Good.
I thought you were bringing it back for everyone here. No,
So did I.
No. We have Maker's Mark and we have Bushmills.
Okay, what is this? I got to keep this show moving. What's going on here? It's getting me a little bit preoccupied.
Todd, if it's okay, if it pleases the show, I would really like to do a live whiskey tasting.
Okay, you know what? I'm not.
I'm going to start with the Jack Daniels. All right.
Hold on. Edit this out. I need to do it. It'll make me feel better. You know, of course, I'm doing a bit with you, right? Okay, cool. I didn't want him to think, oh my God, Todd's getting angry again. Okay, here we go. Because there was always that frustration. Now you think, oh, does Todd really not want him to do this bit? Like.
Right.
But take all that out. Here we go. No. I can't. You can't do whatever you're doing over there. I mean, what's going on?
With full respect to you on the show,
and I know you have a lot of respect for me, so I'm listening.
I'm gonna just. I don't. Has anyone done this on your show?
Never.
Well, it's not whether they've never done it. No one's ever done like a vacuum service video on my show before too. That wasn't the best example, but.
All right. Look, I'm going to start with the Jack Daniels, which is a Tennessee whiskey. It's a classic.
Yeah, but you know what they are. You're acting like, oh, okay, you're just going to give your opinion on it.
Yeah.
Sure. Do we have any music, like nice, wine cellar music? Oh, wait a second. Shut that off. That's Ellie.
I'm trying to give you sound effects of drinking whiskey.
No. You know what I thought was even better than that? That you weren't trying to do that on purpose? That's when you think of someone tasting something, you think they're going to have a sort of an allegiance about them. Is that the right word? You're going to taste wine or bourbon. There's a sophistication about you and a fine palate.
No.
So when you go to taste it, all of a sudden you're like...
I was trying to do it.
And that person goes, this is the best wine I've ever had.
I was trying to do as a Muppet would, maybe.
Okay, so we have a little soft music. And you're going to give your opinion on this.
Yes.
Give a little soft music in the background. Every time you ask Sam to play, he acts like it's a big deal. It's driving me nuts. He looks at me like, oh, right, I'm trying to relax.
The Jack Daniels. It's nice. It's smooth.
Okay.
Moving on.
Do you want reverb? I'm trying to make the bit better.
No, it's nice.
I'm trying to make the bit better. Anything, reverb. Play your guitar. I don't give a shit.
Nice of you to offer, though.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I'm going to try the Bushmills.
This is to George Carlin. He is saying the right things.
Pretty good. And now I'm going to try the Maker's Mark.
Okay. A little softer, please. Mr. Lobell's getting ready to speak. Perfect.
Maker's Mark.
What do you think?
It's all right.
So we have pretty good, and then...
The thing is...
now he's going to go over it? Oh, my God, that was the...
I like single malt peaty whiskeys.
My God, who doesn't?
Scotch,
Who doesn't?
Right.
The
Who
Scottish
doesn't?
whiskey is the real whiskey.
Who doesn't?
The whiskey of the Highlands.
Who doesn't?
I
keep saying it. Who doesn't?
I like a nice...
How do you describe your favorite whiskey that you ever tasted?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
What do you... The first
just
time you had
wonderful.
sex, how do you explain it to people?
Fantastic.
Can we try something? Can we try something? I have so much that I want to. There's so much that I want to do, but we lose Sammy. Hit it, Sammy. Remember when you were telling Gabe, the trumpet player, to run for his life? He goes, like in the bit, Gabe plays the trumpet, and he goes over, he goes, Todd's nothing without you. He goes, sure, anybody can have a podcast, but this one's Run.
I was on a boat. My uncle's a tranny.
You know,
in
no woman
Cambridge,
has
England.
a boat. No woman has a boat without a payment. Remember the girl that she didn't make her payments on her boat?
Yeah.
You're on a boat in Cambridge.
Yes, go ahead.
My uncle's a tranny, and he lives in Cambridge, and they have a tranny meeting on a Wednesday night.
What is a tranny?
I have one of those as well.
A tranny or a cross-dresser.
Oh,
Or
okay,
it's
cool.
a mix of cross-dressers and trannies at the meeting. And so my girlfriend Kylie and I were staying with him. We went with him to his weekly tranny meeting on a boat in the Cams River. On the Cams River. It was mooring. A mooring boat. Anyway, so one of the trannies, this lady, I spent about half an hour.
Tranny, what's going on here?
I was just fascinated because I just named bands, and we did this for about half an hour. This is true. So I'd say I just what's your taste in music? And she's wearing like a leather jacket, butch lady.
Sure.
Or
come on, this is a kid's show.
And I go I go. What do you think of Bono? I just laughed. And she go like this. What do you think of Bono? Fantastic.
Who says this?
This tranny on the boat. We did this for about half an hour. I just asked her different band. I said, "What do you think of Simon and Garfunkel?" She go, "Fantastic." I go, "What do you think of Sting?" Fantastic. I go, "What do you think? What do you think of Paul McCartney?" Talentless. Every now and then, somebody who you'd never expect, she'd say talentless. I go, okay, what do you think of... What do you think of Aerosmith? Phenomenal.
And then every so often, what do you... Bob Dylan. Half-baked piece of shit.
She'd just say, talentless. Talentless.
Oh my
what do you
God.
think of... Give me another one. What do you think of David Bowie? Fantastic. Fantastic.
What do you think of the Backstreet Boys?
Fantastic.
Oh.
Keep asking me. I'll do it.
What about the Rolling Stones?
Phenomenal.
How about Linkin Park?
Fantastic.
What about Adele?
Talentless.
I knew that you needed a good one to go, that's fantastic, that's phenomenal, and then you hand someone a really good, talentless.
And we did this for half an hour on the boat.
Let me tell you something what you do that's amazing. You segue me right into this bit that we're going to do.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm obsessed with this, because I think it'll be fun. We're going to let Jake go first, and then, or do you want him to go first? You decide.
Sure. I'll go first.
Okay. So he's going to repeat a song that he hears in his headset. So the audience, you're not going to hear, he's going to listen to a song. It's by Paul Anka. It's a ballad. I picked a ballad because you can repeat what it's saying. It's not too fast. There's not a lot going on in the song. He's going to listen to it and then repeat it line by line. He's going to hear it first. He's not going to try to sing along with it. And then I asked Sammy if he could try to hear him sing and play music for him, like he's got to accompany him not knowing what he's singing. So I don't know how it's going to sound.
So he's going to start singing and he's going to start playing?
He has an iPod. He has headphones in.
Okay.
Right.
He has headphones in. So, he's going to hear the music, but we won't because it's not through the house. He's just going right from his iPod or his cell phone right into his ears. So we'll just hear him singing, put some reverb, a lot of reverb in his voice. And Sammy, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know why I want to do this. I want to try it. Here we go.
Probably you sound like my bad singing voice.
Hold on. Let me take a deep breath. Look how the piano player. You said you only came because you thought there was a trumpet player?
Yeah. I only came here to promote two things.
What can we promote? Can you give it
one
just
is that-
promotion? Can I
yes.
get this out of the way and then
Yes.
we'll give it 100%?
Well,
give it
all
100%.
right, all right.
Bouncy B, watch this. And then we stop and we do the punch. This is what we learned today. Watch this. Hit it.
Please,
See, when I
please
punch my
be
hands,
seated.
You want to see it again?
Please be
Something
seated.
cool
We are
about
here
that.
today to honor the works of Friedrich von Alsten, a man who gave his life to polka music and ultimately found himself facing a reality of a wasted life. He joins us here today as this year's honoree. I also want to thank the Bachman family for donating not only countless hours of their time and energy, but also $50,000 US. $50,000 US. That is a lot of money. And the foundation thanks them as well.
You know those things where they do that and they got to thank those people? It sucks the life out of you. It's a perfect name. We want to thank the Beckman family for being so generous. Thanks to them, we have a new air conditioner in the girls' gym.
But the Beckman family's sitting there and they're like, yeah.
We will now show a short video of how Mr. and Mrs. Bachman met. The year was 1943. George Bachman was born to a poor family.
And now Mr. Bachman's over there like stroking himself. He's like, oh my God.
His mother, a seamstress. His father, a plumber. And no one knew what the future would hold for this youngster. Years later, he would climb the corporate ladder at Merrill Lynch, working his way to being one of the United States' most prominent and highest earning stock guys. Like they don't even know the term. Stock. One of the guys that does stock
broker.
Stock people. He met his wife Gertrude.
Oh, and they all have to watch this because they've just given a large lump sum of money. So now we have to watch this video like we're seeing it on TV. We're not. They're showing their own video to promote how great they are. It's not like they're on A&E and they honored them.
Gertrude Bachman, born Gertrude Perlman,
opened up a small flower shop and then grew to a. But meanwhile.
They met one fateful evening at the Merrill Lynch Company party. He, a rising star in the financial world,
they
and
titled
she,
themselves
a gold-digging bitch.
All right, listen, bring in some Paul Anka. I want to try this. God damn it.
Are you going to do it?
No, you're going to go first.
That's how they want to see them.
After all that. And what was her name again?
Gertrude.
Gertrude, a gold-digging bitch. After that whole nice, long, self-entitlement of him making himself look so holier than thou, I figure he's the one that edited this. Well, who edited it? Okay,
Together, they and their 3 children have made a momentous impact on the community, donating 3 sheds to a small village in Africa so they could store their tools.
Bring it in.
Those sheds are now the community center, the school, and one of them houses the entire community. Mr. and Mrs. Bachman. They could have done better. But hey, they tried, huh?
What? All right.
We are here to honor them tonight with $200 plates. Everyone paid a lot of money to be here, and the food is catered by our wonderful catering company
called Bland Productions.
Bland Productions
All
are
the bland
available for your event as well.
Are you afraid that your catered food will be too flavorful?
I'm afraid.
I'm Andy Kindler. Are you afraid that maybe your food will have any vitamins at all or any nutrition or even the slightest bit of taste? Are you worried that perhaps that your food could be... Okay, listen. I want to do it. We're going to lose him, so I want to do this. And then it's all free for him after this.
I'm only here today to promote 2 things.
And let him sing.
All
Can we
right,
do a
okay.
singing
All right.
opening
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him?
yeah.
If you got something you want to promote, I tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like Jake to sing like you have an opening act.
Right.
He's singing to get ready to hear your story about what you're here to promote.
It's a pleasure to open up for you, by the way.
So the audience knows what they're about to hear.
You're
So,
lucky, kid.
By the way, this is not to be judged. This could be funny. It could be good. It could be bad. Who knows what it'll be? But we don't place judgment here, right?
Thank you guys so much.
Here we
This
go.
is my rendition.
Can you have a lot of reverb, though?
Paul Anka's My Hometown.
Oh, I like the way you even set it up. I swear to God.
Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. It's really nice of you. Thank you. I took a little trip to my hometown. Only stopped to look around. There was music playing everywhere. The music came from within my heart. How did it happen? How did it start? Above.
Are you trying?
What a feeling, huh? My heart was feeling.
Oh, he can't hear
My
us.
bells were ringing.
Because he has the headphones in.
The birds were singing. The music, it goes on and on.
Okay.
No, I don't like that one.
I think he did a good job.
Pretty good.
Can I tell you? Don't look at us. We're all overly like. It was great.
You guys think
Jake. Here's the thing.
I could
want to
hear
hear
myself, and I could almost
wanna
hear
hear
you
Danny
guys'
do it.
reaction.
Do you mind?
I'm only here to promote two things, Todd.
Well, I'd like you to
first-
sing. I'd like you to
Oh,
sing.
right, sure.
I'd like you to sing the
Yes,
song.
okay.
And then you tell the things you're here to promote. Now listen, I'm going to give the singing was good. Sammy, are you listening to him play? Whew. I was very upset with Sammy's piano playing. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to make it uncomfortable. You know what? Whenever I can't see Sammy. Okay, all right, cool. I get worried when I'm doing bits that someone with these I could see someone seriously going, "Wait, was my piano playing?"
Can I say that as soon as I put my hood over my my eyes, I lost everybody's what they were thinking about it in the room, and then I just could really only hear how bad I was.
No one, can I tell you? These are the things you don't know. I guarantee you when you listen to this later, when you're not worried, it always happens. I go, I don't like talking about this because it's talking about what we're doing. But whenever you re-listen to it later, you're like, we weren't. It's just fun because you were being you bare your soul when you sing and no one can hear you. You just.
I thought it was actually good.
Oh, you guys
No, I
thought it
didn't
was
think-
good. Oh.
No, it wasn't
All right,
good.
all right.
No. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Well,
I'm just. I think you're brave. Is all I'm trying to say. You're a brave. Can you play it for him? Let's try.
Okay,
it.
let's try this.
Here we go. Can you give him a lot of reverb? I'm not shitting around. I'm so fucking close
I'm gonna
to
start over for
If
you,
I
Danny.
can't get the reverb I need, Aristotle, I'm gonna have to have it. I'm gonna. Well, no. Everything's fine. You're doing a good job.
Here we go.
I don't want to even do a bit where I okay. Well, it wasn't giving up. I don't even want to do a bit where I may pretend like.
You know the music.
I took a little trip to my hometown. I only stopped to look around. And as I walked along the thoroughfare, there was music playing everywhere. The music came from within my heart. Wait. Pause it and rewind it 30 seconds. I missed a word. Go back. Go back.
He goes, yo, sorry, missed the
I'm
word.
not
Like
hanging.
we're just having fun, but this guy, no, I missed a word. Go back. If I'm not going to do it right, I'm not going to do it
Took
at
a
all.
little trip
He goes, I'm not
to
going
my
He
hometown.
can't hear what I'm saying, can he?
I only stopped to look around. And as I walked the thoroughfare, there was music playing everywhere. Music came from within my heart. How did it happen? How did it start? Whoa, go back. Go back. He says, I only know, and then I missed the thing. Go back. I only know.
Oh, God. What's the matter with you? Whoa,
How
guess
did
what?
it start?
Can I tell you something?
I only know
Wait, what's the matter?
that I fell in
Real
love.
version.
I guess she. Wait, what happened? Put it back. The song's not done.
No, you want to finish?
Yeah.
Oh, let him finish, of course. Don't be rude, Jake.
Rewind it. That's a little bit further than where I was.
But you don't want to be shorted 1 second. Wait. That was further than where it was. I think I had 25 seconds, and then
Probably people who are curious about the lyrics, Todd. I mean, I only know that I fell in love. I guess the answer lies up above.
Lies up above.
And my heart was ringing. The bells were ringing.
The bells were ringing.
The birds were singing?
The birds were singing. I'm going to do what you're doing to that, to you.
Wait a minute, stop it.
Wait a minute, stop it.
And I think you said
listen.
the salty music goes on and on.
Hold on, stop. You listen to the song and repeat it. I'll listen to you and repeat it. You listen to me and repeat it.
I think it said the salty music, but
Okay,
that can't be right.
play
Why
it
would
from
it
the
be salty
beginning.
music?
The first podcast game of telephone.
Play it from the beginning. Yes, here we go.
I'm starting to get the song down.
Oh, no, you're doing a great job.
I took a little trip.
I took a little trip to my hometown.
To my
only
hometown.
stopped to look around.
I only stopped to look around.
And
I
as
only
looked
stopped to
through
look
the
around.
thoroughfare.
I took a walk through the thoroughfare.
everywhere.
There was music playing everywhere.
Here. Jesus Christ.
And then
Stop
I
it,
walked.
stop it.
And then I talked. The big God. Blah, 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 blah.
Stop the whole bit.
Why?
Stop the bit. Stop the show.
Stop the bit. Danny's upset.
Stop the bit. Daddy's upset.
Listen, I only came here to promote two things.
I only came here to promote two.
I only came here to promote two things.
All right, listen, it's not funny anymore.
Not funny anymore.
Guess it was. I'm not going to lie. Can I put you in a good mood? What time is it? 8:20? You're good? Sammy's good. He comes in here. You know what I love about him? Every time he plays, he comes in, little heroin, little coke, little pills, has a nice glass of wine, and he relaxes.
You couldn't afford this kid for the full hour? Why do you cheap out when I come here?
I don't. He has to go somewhere. I do not cheap out. Why do you cheap out? Like that's all you would worry about. Like I really go, I'll hire you till 9, but then I can't afford you till 10. No, Danny.
Yeah, he always
if this
goes-
guy was available till 12, I'd hire him.
He goes,
They have
oh,
other
if it was
jobs.
Rory Scovel was here, then I would pay for the full hour. But when
No.
Dan Lobell is here, I think half an hour piano should suffice.
Yeah, of course. Oh, wait.
Give the man the full hour.
No, I do.
Look,
I give him. He's
pay-
a day
I'll
laborer.
pay it.
He's a day laborer. I got him
I'll
in
tell
front of
you
Home
what.
Depot. He said he
Stay
played
for the whole show. I'll take care of you, kid. All right?
kid.
Come and see me after the show. I'll take care of you.
You make yourself the big shot. Meanwhile, the truth of the matter is he really does that. You come to me. Come to Uncle,
I was going to borrow
Danny.
the money from you anyway, Todd.
You're going to borrow the money from me?
And can you loan me some money for this piano, kid?
Well, wait a second. I heard you over in the corner saying Todd's a cheap fuck. I'll give you $100.
Come
Anyway.
and work for the Modern Day Philosophers podcast from now on. You play the piano for us. I want you to jump ship.
Play the real Shut Up Your Face. Let's remind people what it was. Because lyricist Joe, really. You have the right. You know this song? We're going to have so much fun with it. Are you ready? Pause. Submerge yourself into this, and I'm telling you, we're going to have so much fun, you're not going to believe
What
it.
are they paying you? I'll double it.
Oh, come on. Now you're making me feel like it's cheap fuck. Don't tell him. That's personal between us. No. No, you know I'm doing a bit, right? Yeah. I don't think but you didn't, right?
You know what? Either way, I can see it.
No. I wouldn't care. No. It's hard to know.
I don't know.
But I think you're right. That's why I stop sometimes in the room to go, wait, you can tell when there's like, you knew I was doing a bit, but I don't care.
I'll take care of you.
But because, the reason the reason I stopped to point it out is because, can you imagine if I went like, we don't talk about what he makes. Oh, he's going over to talk to him. Oh my God, that mic's on. I bet he doesn't even know it. Listen. Oh my God, you hear what he's saying about me?
Sounds negative.
Shh.
He's trying to steal.
Oh my God, he did the same thing to Gabe, the trumpet player. Listen to what he's saying. Listen, he's really insulting me.
You don't need to be here. This fucking guy. Nobody listens to this podcast.
Oh my God, you
I only
fucking...
came here to promote two things. Once I promote that, I'm out of here.
Oh my God, this
I didn't even
is...
come for the comedy aspect. This show is dead, man. I got a podcast where we talk philosophy. We can do that to music.
You could do that to
What are you
music,
guys
said.
talking about over there?
I'll be right back. Take it easy. Okay. I don't want to hold him.
That ought to hold him like I'm an idiot. Like I'm some dumb idiot. That'll hold him. Now, hold on. Can I tell you something, Danny? Can I stop you? I want you to do this as long as you want to. You are over there. You rip the shit out of me. And we're just eavesdropping. You don't know I hear you. This is this. Okay, listen to what he's saying. Oh, my God. That's insulting.
200 an hour. Is that what you... I know Todd's not paying you 200 an hour, son.
How much am I getting, Todd?
Son, he's not giving you that kind of money, son.
You don't talk to me because I'm not supposed to hear you guys in this bit.
I know Todd's not giving you that money, son. You come here and you schlep your piano to the studio.
Why is he making it like I'm a bad guy?
Play for this cheap fuck. He's going to pay for those tattoos on his arm. I bet you never told you that. He ran out of the parlor. It's a known thing in the comedy world. It's a known thing.
It's a no.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, I'll be right back. Over there soon.
He does the stereotypical. Oh, hold on.
That'll keep him quiet for a while. Now, I want you to take this piano and take this talent out on the road. I'm going to throw some people at you. Billy Joel, you ever heard of him? You know what he didn't do? He didn't play piano at the Todd Glass show. He went out there and made a name for himself. That's all the names I got. Don't let this guy. He's an old man.
Oh my God,
Don't let him hold you back.
That's really, he doesn't know we hear. Oh, for the people listening, we left the stage mic on, so he doesn't know we hear him.
Because he's getting ready for his voice to go.
You said you're releasing a book because you're getting ready for your voice? What?
As you get older, your voice starts to go.
What is he talking about?
He started writing a book.
I feel like that has nothing to do with the trumpet, with the keyboard player anymore.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, no. I'm just finishing up.
What?
Telling him about it.
No, what are you doing over there?
Progression.
I hear you guys whispering. What are you?
We're just talking music, shop.
All right, well, come back. I want to do the podcast.
Okay, sure, Todd.
God, I have no idea that we...
Keep him quiet.
Oh, that's so insulting. Every time he says it, I hate that. That'll keep him quiet. Fuck you.
Oh,
what? His name's not even Todd. He abbreviated it from Toddy.
Is that?
Why would that make me a bad person?
Toddy?
That makes you the worst.
He used to be known as Hot Toddy on the comedy circuit. That's how lousy he was.
That would be the person that let that be their nickname. They would be lousy. Oh my God!
Are you guys about ready to
Yeah,
start?
what are you talking about?
I'll be right there. When I do that, it adds an extra 30 seconds. What?
Because when I do that, it adds an extra 30 seconds.
Fill the cars, Sammy. Throw your piano in one of them and drive. There's an open road out there, Sammy, full of opportunities for you.
Come on, guys. What are you doing? We got a show to do, seriously. Turning into a bad bit on my end.
Getting angry. I only showed up here today because I was passing by the studio and he looked lonely. I'm only here to promote two things and then I'm on the road.
Hey, come on back over here. Can you have a little traveling music, please?
Sammy, look, kid, I gotta go. I said my piece. The rest is up to you. You're young, you've got talent. You don't need to be held hostage here at the Todd, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh my God, that's really rude. Todd, whatever his fucking... What?
Trust me. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go back over there and promote two things.
Hey, guys, guess what? My manager just called. I think I got this call back tomorrow.
He's so delusional. There's no such thing as a callback. Trust me.
They haven't done callbacks in 20 years.
I'm heading back over there.
Were you going to sing a song? I know. It looked
Play
like...
me out, Sammy. Play me out. Oh, Sammy, when you're afraid, get the courage to get moving on. You don't need this Todd glass. Just pass. Next time he asks you, just say,
I told you he didn't. No one would listen to me before he got here. I said he's a nice guy, but he has no talent. And you guys are like, how bad can he be?
If
Okay.
you weren't so damn cheap, you could afford a decent.
Well, he's the
piano
best
player.
I can afford. No, I don't want to do this bit. No, because for myself, like sometimes I'll stop myself because Sammy's over there going, "Are they serious at all?" Sammy,
please,
Get
out of the business.
Get out of the business. We take it full circle, baby. Oh God!
Anyway,
Listen,
I'm only here to promote two things.
I know.
Tonight.
Listen, what I want to do, and I'm being serious, and I'm being totally serious. My hand to your hand, my eyes to your eyes. Let's take a break. Let Sammy out, and because you want him fired, right?
Honestly,
Yeah, I think it's.
all joking aside.
Yes, all joking aside. Swear to God.
I'd like you to pay him. I'd like
Well.
you to pay him. Look.
All right, I'll pay.
People don't want to pay people in the arts, and you should know that.
Mm-hmm.
No, they'll pay the caterer. They'll pay the photographer.
Mm-hmm.
Why won't they pay the piano player?
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're right. When you're right, you're wrong. When you're wrong, you're right. When you're right, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. Sometimes when you're right, you're right. Sometimes when you're wrong, you're wrong.
pay the hall.
Sometimes when you're right, you're wrong. And sometimes when you're wrong, you're right. All that said made sense. When
They'll
you're right,
pay the
you're right.
florist.
When you're right, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. And sometimes when you're right, you're wrong. And sometimes when you're wrong, you're right.
Exactly.
They'll pay the florist. They'll pay the lighting guy.
Exactly. That's what you do with people you don't agree with, and they don't know what they're saying. You overly agree. Oh, you're the only one talking about it.
They'll pay the guy who comes in and makes funny caricatures of everybody's face.
Thank you. I've said that. I have said that a fucking 1,000 times.
But nobody
but no
wants
one,
to pay the piano.
Nobody wants to pay the fucking piano player.
Give me some Billy Joel, Sammy.
Come on. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. I got the regular guy shuffling in. Well, there's an old man sitting next to me. Right,
Making love to his tonic and gin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Todd Glass Show. Our guest tonight is Danny. Our guest tonight is Danny Lobell.
That's me.
Also coming in with him is his brother Josh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh.
Hey! What's the matter with you, Josh?
Josh and I go to the same fitness club as you.
That's right.
And in the jacuzzi, we were hanging out. There was an old English guy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking to him for about 10 minutes before I realized he was totally crazy. And he told us he's a Nazi hunter. Right?
Is that true?
Yeah. He goes, "Hey, nation," and every other word he said is, "Know what I'm saying?" He says, "This is me, boys. Know what I'm saying? I'm out there. I'm fighting Nazis. I'm fighting these scum Nazis.
What was his heritage? Or if that's the right question.
He says he was Jewish. He goes, "I'm a Nazi hunter, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Queen's Army at your service. Royal Army. You know what I'm saying? This world is doomed if I ever die. I ain't going anywhere, boys. You know what I'm saying?"
Is this true?
Yeah.
To George Carlin, it's true.
It's true, right, Josh? Get on the...
Oh, well, we've been through a lot of characters this week.
That, Jim, you do meet a lot of people like that that
Get on
are...
Tell this story with me, because...
Okay, yeah, well...
Bring it down a little. You got to really get close to the mic. Brilliant on me.
Can you hear him?
No, you got to be right on the mic.
Okay. Yesterday we went to a bank, Wells Fargo.
Don't tell another story. Stay on the same story.
I'm scared about the story because this guy was so real. He could have been. Who knows?
No. Tell the story. Risk a little.
Risk a lot. Okay, this guy was a Nazi hunter.
I hunt Nazis.
Well, do you think he was really that, or was he crazy?
Both. I would have to say.
I'm hunting Nazis. You know what I'm saying? And then I said to him, "When's the last time you hunted one?" He goes, "Last Thursday, innit? That was the last one, innit? You know what I'm saying? It was in a bar, innit?"
This is why I say people shouldn't hit their kids. Look at what's going on.
He goes, and there he was, a dirty Nazi scum, sitting there. And I says, "Can I get a ciggy?" You know what I'm saying? And he says,
Maybe they should just have reverb and no music.
What'd he say?
He gave him for a cigarette.
He goes, "Gives me a ciggy, right?" "Yeah, know what I'm saying?" And then I says, "Can I get 2 more ciggies?" You know what I'm saying? And then he says, "Can I get $3?" You know what I'm saying? So he looks at me, know what I'm saying? I looked at him, know what I'm saying? And he had the fear in his eyes, know what I'm saying? Because he knew what I was in for,
Hold on. This was a guy at the gym saying this.
Yeah.
Where at? Where were you talking to him?
Yeah, we only go to the jacuzzi.
No, where was he at? In the jacuzzi?
We only go to the jacuzzi.
Yeah, this is when we all call each other and go, yo, guys, we should really go to the gym. And we go there, we just go to the jacuzzi.
You know what?
For a good hour and leave. Yeah.
I used to go to the gym. No, what happened, never mind. Well, listen, I got to let him out of here.
Why?
Because he's going. Because he has another job.
Every man has his price. Throw out some money on the table.
Every man has his price. You know, you're right. $500. Can you stay?
Can you stay for $500, Sammy? If we all chip in, I'm in for $5.
No, I can't do it. I don't want him to think we're serious. I'm in for $3. Danny Lobell. I'm in for $1.50. So all you need is, I'm in for $1.50.
Hey, yo, can I borrow some money, yo?
All right, we'll take a break. What can we listen to when we take a break? Maybe listen to something nice.
Could I finish telling you about this guy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Josh, take it away.
Oh,
it's not very memorable now, is it?
I started to feel. I wanted to. Well, I the guy was depressing me. Actually, it was like
Go ahead, Josh.
starting to scare me.
And depressing, honestly.
How long did you talk to him? Would you say?
Way too long.
Way
Danny,
too long.
Danny told me, he's like, Josh, a guy like that, you don't continue the conversation with. I was trying to give you the
Wait,
hint.
who said that to who?
Danny said to me. I was keeping it going forever. I'm like, so what battalion were you in the Queen's Army?
Oh.
Scaffolding, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying I was at Queen's Scaffolding, you know what I'm saying?
You did it because you were morbidly curious.
Well, this is what I do. I meet all the craziest weirdos of this entire community in the jacuzzi at this fitness center, and then I invite them back to Danny's house whenever he's throwing a party.
It's true, he does do it. He brings the weirdest people over.
The last time I brought the weirdest guys is like this holistic healer that Danny got into the hot tub, and he goes in this like very Australian German accent.
Austrian.
Austrian, was it?
Not
He goes,
Australian.
Austrian, sorry. I meant Austrian. Like from Vienna. Okay, so he goes, you want to hear some Jewish jokes?
Yeah, he brings first
what
we
he
meet
says
the
to-
Nazi, then we meet a Nazi hunter. But this guy wasn't a Nazi.
We're going to bring him together at the next party
He
we
was
do.
a nice
That's
guy.
what we'll have to do.
What gym do you go to? We go to the Nazi community.
Yeah.
gym.
He goes, know what I'm saying? So I sees him, right? And he says,
Oh.
let me get another 2 ciggies, yeah? Know what I'm saying? And then he says, give me $3. Know what I'm saying? So I look at him and I put the fear of God in him. You know what I'm saying? And then he looks at me, knows what I'm there for. And then I look at him and he knows what I'm there for. And he look at me, know what I'm saying? And he knows I'm a Nazi hunter. And I know he's dirty Nazi scum. And that's where the story ended.
Play a little. Talk.
That was it.
Oh,
Tell
wait,
more.
wait. This guy was so scary, and Danny looks at me. He's like, Josh, you brought him to like a level 7. You don't want to bring a guy to level 7, that kind of guy. Like, we had him at 3. He was leaving the
him at
jacuzzi.
3. It's usually me who gets him going, but this time Josh did.
I gotta tell you though, there are situations where you want to bait somebody to get them to like talk more. So that's, you were morbidly curious in a way, right?
I was very curious. I mean, this guy was nuts, and I knew it from the last time I was in the hot tub.
You know what?
He was staring at an Asian girl getting out of a pool, making her feel very uncomfortable, and then he goes, "Hi there, honey." And she goes like, and she's wearing this like very like,
"What's the matter with you? You gotta bother these people. What are they doing to you? You gotta make such a big deal.
Wearing a very
If you get a
modest
lunatic
bathing
in a
suit.
sauna, you don't try to bait them. Your brother Danny was right. Why sometimes can't you shut up in your face?"
Gotta take Danny's side, huh? Okay, so he goes, "I don't know why she got so uncomfortable. I was just staring at her."
I don't know why she gets so uncomfortable. No, I'm saying I was just staring at her.
Because you're creepy. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to be right back with Danny Lobell. Everybody,
I was
let me hear
just
some nice
imagining
music.
taking her skin off her face. Know what I'm saying? I don't
tell
know
you
why she
something.
gets so uncomfortable. Know what I'm saying?
Jake Adams has a real treat for everybody later. Oh, it's going to be a fun show, folks. That is what we call on this show the salad. Now we're going to come back, and we are going to give you the main course. That's right. That's the fucking salad. Are you shitting me?
No, I'm saying it's shit and salad. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, how about a nice round of applause for Sammy for coming by?
Get out of here, Sammy. Go live your life.
Sammy!
There's a bright future for you outside of the studio, Sammy.
We'll be back with Josh, Yoaff, Nick. Sammy will not be here. Aristotle will. Danny Lobell, Yoaff, and of course the always so wonderful Jake Adams.
Yours. Always.
What's the matter with you? Hey, what's the matter with you? Hey, what's the matter with you? Hey!
Are you guys? Did I tell you about the dream I had? And let's do this right now, because this really is about time. I had a dream. This is a true story to George Carlin. That I was doing a bit in my act where I was walking around the audience playing the Candyman, spraying whipped cream in everybody's mouth. And then I thought, now I used to do it in my live act, and I would do it for a few days, and then I wouldn't do it for a year, and then I would. But I thought last week, why not do it? That's a great dream to come to real life. Let's do it up. Here we go. Jake, give me some music. If you're lactose intolerant, let me know.
Should we play it through the house?
All right, everybody, gather around. The Candyman is here. Now, what kind of candy you want? Sweet chocolate, chocolate malt candy, gumdrops, anything you want. You've come to the right man because I'm the Candyman. Who can take a sunrise? Sprinkle it with you. Cover it with chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candyman. The Candyman. Ooh, the Candyman can. The Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Makes the world taste good. Who can take a rainbow? Who can take a rainbow? Wrap it in a sigh. Wrap it in a sigh. Soak it in the sun and make a groovy lemon pie.
Oh my God, that's so good. Can I tell you, I saw this in the store today.
Danny, I see that you didn't want to partake in that.
I'm only here to promote two things. That's the only reason I came here.
Can you?
I didn't come for the comedy or the nonsense or the music.
What are you here?
Maybe for the music.
What are you here to promote? We have so many things to talk about.
I'm only here, Todd, to promote two things.
God, what is it?
Well, the first one is that you're on the podcast that just came out. On Modern Day Philosophers.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it.
Can we hear your other thing?
Yeah.
And,
I mean, what
what
do you want to say about it?
I want to talk. Let's give him some night when he talks about his podcast. Maybe play that. You know, it might seem more professional. Danny Lobell's here to talk about his podcast. Talk about it, Danny.
What's today's date?
March 4th.
All right, start it over.
Yeah, start it over. You're right. Let's make it seem more spontaneous, because now we have it in the house. You ready? There we go. Oh, I see the look in your eye, Danny. You want to talk about your podcast, don't you?
March 4th, 2014, the day that Todd Glass's episode was released on the Modern Day Philosophers podcast, available at iTunes. Right? Is that where in iTunes? A podcast is like a radio show.
Start it over. I'll edit it in. No one will ever know.
All right, okay,
no one will
take
ever
it again.
They will, obviously. I see. Here's what I'm not sure. I want to tell Josh. Like we do leave all this in, but it's fun to act like you're telling your guests. No, believe me, we'll chop the fat.
So.
No, of course we leave it in. Okay. But it's funny to you know what I mean, in the bit to go. No. We'll do a cold. We'll cut everything out. We'll make it look spontaneous.
Start it up.
Do you want to say, "Can I get a little music, please?" And then it comes in right away.
No, I don't want to.
Can you try it? Stop with those for 1 second.
Can I also point out that there's a little beef going on right now between me and Yoav?
Oh, I didn't know there was. I'm sorry. Take the reverb out of the mic. We got to deal with a real situation. There's no time for reverb.
He's trying to kill my career, this guy.
Oh, is this true?
Yeah, he's trying to bury me.
Oh, wow. What's going on?
He's trying to make me finished in the business.
Yoav, is there something going on?
I bring him to the show, and I said, it's a big opportunity, Todd Glass.
To do my show.
Yeah, you're a guy who's been around the comedy world for a while, okay? This is a big opportunity. I bring him here.
Sure.
And then he fucks up the whole thing. He had a handful of broccoli. Now what's going to happen? I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave, and Todd and all these guys are going to sit around and say, "Oh, it looks like Danny really cleaned us out of broccoli this time, huh?" Oh, there's a lot of maybe we should get Rory Scovel back on the show because there's no more broccoli. Now Yoav, he's fucking smiling, loving his life. Oh, I got broccoli in my pockets. Look, I got extra broccoli I took from the show. Just flicking broccoli in his mouth.
Can I be serious for a second?
And then the next thing you know, everybody says, "Oh, it's Danny." So I'm cut the fuck out of the show because I made a mistake to bring you along. You're an asshole.
And part 2 of the broccoli grubbing pig.
No, it's a serious issue.
Well,
Cut the
okay,
music. Cut the music.
You're right.
It's a serious issue.
Can I tell you that I know you're being serious? Because here's what happened. Like, it's based, you know how they say some comedy is based, it's not based from any truth at all. It's just ridiculousness. And that does happen. There's a type of comedy, it's just absurd comedy. There's no truth to it.
Not here, not
tonight. You're exaggerating a little, but your fear was that he went over. By the way, I thought he was fine. We're all in a good mood. We're high. And he had 2 big handfuls of.
The whole show
you're
up.
right. Like if you were at, you would like. I'm thinking if I went, he has 2 big handfuls of broccoli. He went over. He's like, give me that handful.
You know what
Give
the
me that
fuck
handful."
people do? They take one
pieces.
piece of broccoli. A broccoli, when it comes down to it, it's a small tree.
Oh, should we explain to the people? Because remember how upset you would get with me when I didn't explain that there was a vegetable platter? Or do you
There's a
think-
vegetable platter.
They
And
might just think I have broccoli
broccoli's
laying
a tiny
around.
little, it's like a bonsai tree.
Yes.
It's a small little tree. You ate a fucking forest, you fucking asshole. I'm done hanging out with you, you shithead. You up on the fucking show. You know that fucking broccoli?
Oh
That's
my
what I get for being a nice guy.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I just got.
For my celebrity? I can use my celebrity to bring you in here? Stuff your fucking face with broccoli, you fucking piece of shit!
Can I tell you, to George Carlin, I really thought he was mad. I say to George fucking Carlin, I thought he was mad. I thought, whoa, did he really like, is there a thing, like, let's say there was a thing with you and him, like, where he thought you didn't have the proper... What's he saying down there?
How do I get out of here?
How do I get out of here? You can't be a dick and be like, fuck you and fuck all of you. And then you hear... hey, to do the bit, Danny, go really mean, and then right afterwards, ask how you get out of here. We'll hear it from the distance.
Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit, you broccoli guzzling asshole! How do I get out of the building?
Oh my God. Can you do it again, but meaner?
Yo, you fucking 2-bit nothing! You fucking stuffed your face with broccoli on my watch! I bring you in here, and you just can't get enough fucking broccoli! How do I get out of the building?
Our guest is Danny Lobell, America. This show gets listened to all over America. When I say America, that's why we put reverb in my voice.
I came back because I'm only here to promote 2 things, and I only got to promote one of them.
K-Earth 101, where the hits just keep on coming. Danny Lobell's our guest. We're having a good time. Dog, that was amazing. How'd you get that fucking one ready out of nowhere? Oh my God, that was so... Can I tell you, I cannot think of the last time that I 100% got.
You really got?
If I say to George Carlin, that doesn't mean, I knew it. I thought it. Here's the reason I say it. If I would have thought it for a second, I wouldn't even be talking about it. I'd be like, he's not. I would have just let it go. But I believe for about 25 seconds.
Wow.
I was like, And here's what I was trying to say before. Let's say there was a thing where you 2 went out and you thought constantly, maybe he had shown bad etiquette in a few public situations that you presumed to make you be... That happens with friends. So I thought, what if this was like the tip of the iceberg? And I thought, God, it wasn't that bad with the broccoli. He walked over with like a lot of it, but like I wasn't going to be mad. I thought I was going to have to start going, in all fairness, Danny, like it wasn't that bad. We're all a little bit high and we're eating broccoli and we probably all take more than we should get. Like, you don't have to disown them. My fucking God. When you got over there, that scared me. First of all, folks, you probably heard that he pushed the mic out of his way. You pushed the mic out of the way and I thought, oh my God, That's a horrible feeling. And then the best feeling in the world when I realized that you were joking. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You got gut. What's better than getting gut?
Why would I care how much broccoli he eats?
Can we do something that I think will be a lot of fun? But I swear to you, this is real. But I think it'll take some acting work. There's a YouTube video, and I'm not joking, to George Carlin. We've played this before. Who's downstairs? Oh, where this guy is in front of a church, and he's talking about, I'm a pretty good singer, and it's not a joke. He has his faculties. Delusion is one of his faculties. Mm-hmm. I mean, he is delusional, but it really does make me laugh very hard. But also, there's also a part of me that thinks, but I'm still doing the bit. As long as he, I'm not making fun of someone that, No. This guy has all his faculties, and he is just refusing to believe that he can't sing at all. But this is real. This isn't funny unless you're 100% fucking sure it's real. And if you watch the video, you don't even blink an eye. You're like, okay, yeah, this is real. And he talks up a game about being able to sing. So I thought we are going to, on the show today, go to see him perform. So while he's talking, we'll be like, he must be really good. You know what I mean? Because obviously he's talking. Is he like, did he won a contest? So we're going to go into the room. Hold on, let me take a deep breath so we can really enjoy this.
I can't get over the fact that you really thought I would. What kind of guy would get mad at his friend for eating broccoli?
Now because you convinced me.
I can't believe I convinced you.
Oh, you totally did. Wow. You totally did.
All we do, me, Josh, and Yoav, all we do is mess with each other. We got this picture of a horse, and we just set each other up to get hit with the horse, either digitally or we have printed out pictures of the horse. I'll show them the horse. It's on my phone.
Hold on, let me take a deep breath.
How do you get hit with the horse, though?
Hold on, guys. Take a deep breath. I want to go to the bathroom. Everyone knows. All right, listen, a friend of mine's performing. Not really a friend of a friend's. And,
What's he doing? What the fuck is he doing?
I look over, and Yoav has a mouthful of broccoli for real. Like after that if that was real, and then you're still that much of a pig, where you look over, his whole mouth was like packed full of broccoli. There was broccoli in his mouth sticking. It looked like, when someone shoves as many cigars in their mouth as they possibly can. That's how his mouth was filled with broccoli. Don't try to swallow it. Go spit it out. Hey.
I'm telling you, every show I take him to, he just robs them of all their broccoli.
A friend of mine is performing up the. I don't know how to do the bit, but whatever it is, we're going to see this. Supposedly he's really good. He's playing. He's singing. It's in a church, but my friend said he's pretty good. Let's go.
I'm so
we can
excited.
We can go walk to see him. Thank you for the wink.
So excited.
Okay, so are we going to get in the car and go? Or are we going to drive? Let's drive. It's right up the street. It's a pretty cool place. I like to try to make the bits real. Like I leave one sound effect. If you use one, we're gonna walk to the car.
Do you have the sound of keys in my hand? Like the car keys jingling? Does anyone have keys on them? Yeah. Quick. I don't want the bit to be blown.
Please, no, the bit.
There we go.
There we go.
It's
Thank you.
a little bit
Thank
much.
you.
Nobody would jingle them that much.
Oh, we just got in the car.
What the bit is now.
Forget it. Stop it. I'm
You're
sorry.
upsetting Danny.
I tried to help, and look what happened.
I thought you did a good job.
Thanks, Todd.
I do. You're still doing the keys?
Thanks, man.
All right, let's walk to the car. We get in the car. I really want to get there. All right. Okay. Okay, music. We're down there. We're walking. And now they're walking in the church. Oh, we got pulled over. Okay, ran out the car. Okay, now.
Do you know how fast you were going?
Hold on.
You know how fast you were going there? You know how fast you were driving there?
I don't know, officer. I
you know how fast you were going?
Yes, I do.
How fast were you going?
79 miles an hour.
Gee whiz, that's pretty fast.
Well, you got a problem with it? Are you a real man or are you a pussy?
I'm not really.
Well, only a pussy doesn't speed. Are you a pussy, officer? Humbug. I don't really like the way I'm taking this bit, to be honest.
All right, let's take it again. You know how fast you're going there?
No, I don't. No, I don't, officer. How fast was I going? I realized I was speeding, if you want me to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know. How fast were you going?
To be honest, I felt like I was passing by cars. If I had to guess, to be honest with you, I'd like to say I was going 55. Truth is, I was probably going around 70 miles an hour.
Son of a gun. That's pretty fast.
Yeah, well. Do you want to hang out and talk, or you want to give me a ticket?
No, I'm just into fast cars.
He's a cop, but he also he noticed how fast you were going. What year is that? Danny Lobell is our guest, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm only here to promote two things today.
I know you are, but we talked about your show. It's always a big deal when we talk about your shows. What's the name of it?
Modern Day Philosophers, a show where comedians discuss philosophy each week, tackling another great philosopher. This week, Todd Glass is my guest, and we talk about the works of John Locke. We get into the idea of what makes an identity, and do we come into this world as a blank slate? All that and more on the Modern Day Philosophy Podcast. Philosophers Podcast, rather, I got the name wrong.
Our guest was Danny Lobell from the Highways and Byways. That's all I know how to say.
I'm here to promote that, and the other thing...
Would you like to promote it? We could edit this out. We'll edit this out and put in different music if you want.
Okay.
And I'll just throw that whole fucking thing out. I won't want to disrespect your show. Maybe better betting music would be something like...
All right. It's good to be
No, I don't like that. How about this?
When
this.
I find myself...
What's this? Let me...
To podcasting, Todd Glass comes on my show. Oh, well...
Go, keep
I'm
singing.
sorry, I thought we were doing...
I'm sorry, it was me.
All right, no, it was
fine.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother, many, Philippi, speaking words of wisdom,
let it be.
Let it be.
I love when you ever listen to Paul McCartney in interviews?
Words of wisdom.
What did he do? What did Paul McCartney do?
Paul McCartney, every time he's in an interview, goes, it's really tough, I really have to just pinch myself every day, I can't believe it. Because he can't be... I figured out, if you're Paul McCartney, it must be the toughest thing, and he's so modest that I know it's fake. Because you can't be that modest if you're the most famous person ever alive, right?
You can't go, of course I'm great.
But he's so modest that it pisses me off in interviews because it's too modest. Every day, it's a celebration to Paul McCartney. If you're Paul McCartney, everywhere you go, people are... Paul McCartney's here. Imagine everywhere you go.
You know what I would do? I would be like, thank you for showing me the respect that I deserve.
Right, yeah. I mean, he never...
Wow.
At a certain point... You can't be modest, but he knows that. Oh, if he comes off as arrogant, that's not likable, right?
Yeah.
So he comes off as so modest that it bothers me. It's a real funny thing, Everywhere I have to pinch myself every day. How did this happen to me? I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. I'm just a boy from Liverpool. It's just lucky to be here. I just wrote some songs and they seem to catch on pretty good.
Yeah, what else?
It bothers me so. I want to just be like, I am the greatest. I do great music. Just like you're getting fed. It's a parade to Paul McCartney when he leaves the house. Everybody, every day, it's another ceremony in another country where people come over.
That's how I feel.
He says he's just a boy from Liverpool, but that was over.
I'm just, I just picked up a guitar one day and
I'm just
I
a
started
boy from Liverpool.
I just started
Do you have any good
strumming
music,
it,
like Crackle or something?
I wanted he's too modest that it's offensive the other way.
And listen,
I love Paul
Crackle?
McCartney, but that's why I watch so many interviews with Paul McCartney.
You ever hear old Paul McCartney? We have a clip. This is back in you could tell this is an old recording. He was different then. You think he was different then? This is from like 69 or 68, I think. Hold on, I think. Play it's track 4. There we go. Here it is.
Every day it's I just have to pinch myself.
He was saying the same thing.
I'm just a boy who picked up a guitar, And we wrote some love songs, and people seem to like them. I don't know. It's not, it's nothing special, I just strum on a guitar, and that's about it, We were just 4 boys doing something, and we didn't know what we were doing, really, And then that's it. I'm still just a boy. I just have to pinch myself every day to remind myself. No. And it's just, I don't understand. People just very pleasant. They always
You think you're overrated?
I don't know. Just people come up to me and they say, "Hey, Paul, I love that song you do." And I go, "All right, well, I pinched myself. Am I awake? Did they really like the song?"
Stop pinching yourself.
I've got all these pinch marks all over my arms because
I noticed on your arms there's a lot of pinch marks. So you're not lying.
People think I'm abused, but really I'm just pinching myself. I can't believe it. People really seem to like these songs. I don't know.
You know what
So
song
every time
I like?
somebody comes up to you and they say, "I really like your song," you pinch yourself.
I just pinch myself.
You just pinch yourself.
I was writing a song called...
What happens when you pinch yourself?
Well, just wake up and say, "Hey, Paul, is this real?" Because I must be the luckiest boy in Liverpool. I don't know. We're just boys in Liverpool, We were just little boys and we were just strumming...
Paul, can I play a song for you?
Yeah, sure.
Lyricist Joe made this for the show.
All right. Well,
And it's from something we were playing last week a lot.
Something pretty groovy, I suppose.
I think so.
All right, okay.
But it's a long one, but there's a sing-along at the end, so I think it's a treat. There we go. Oh, yeah. Can we reverb everybody, please?
When it is Friday, just after Mark Maron, there's a show to play. It gets the job done. With Todd Glass and Jake, never had a care. Go and have some fresh air.
This is fresh air.
Boy, it makes me laugh, all the bits they're going to do. Aristotle's on staff, ready for the drumming cues. Boy, it makes me laugh, all the jingles Todd will play till the show is through.
I tell him he won't play.
The Todd Glass Show is fun, hey, you've got to respect. Voted #1 Podcasters Association. Don't be a dumbbell, it's a nice show. Hurry up and download. Soon will come a day when Todd is such a star. He'll go out to Kia and buy his mom a car. But he'll still be himself. He'll never change his stance. Always silly dance. The Todd Glass Show is fun. Hey, you've got to respect. Voted #1 Podcasters Association. Don't be a dumbbell. It's a nice show. Hurry up and download. The Todd Glass Show is fun. Hey, you got to respect. Voted #1 Podcasters Association.
We're all dancing,
Don't
everybody.
Be a dumbbell. It's a nice show. Hurry up and download. Hello, everybody out there in podcast and comedy land. Did you know I think Jake Adams may have written this song, Hurry Up and Download. I sing this song and all my fans applaud. They clap their hands, make me feel so good. You ought to learn it. It's really simple. See, I sing, the Todd Glass Show is fun. You sing, hey. You sing the rest. Then at the end, we can all sing, hurry up and download.
I think I get it.
Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Todd Glass Show is fun. You've got to respect. Voted #1 Podcasters Association. Don't be a dumbbell. It's a nice show. Hurry up and download.
That's the hard part, the hurry up and download.
The Todd Glass Show is fun. You've got to respect. Voted #1 Podcasters Association. Don't be a dumbbell. It's a nice show.
Hurry up and download.
One more time. For Chris Hardwick.
For Chris Hardwick.
The show is fun. You've got to respect. Voted #1 Podcasters Association. Don't be a dumbbell. It's a nice show.
Hurry up and download.
Sick tits.
Beautiful guitar playing, y'all.
Oh my God.
It's a pretty good song, I suppose. It's a pretty good song.
Good memory.
But it's, I wrote some songs in my youth, and people seem to really like them, I think.
Which songs?
Oh, I don't know, like, well, one of them was called Let It Be, and it went a little something like this.
Oh, a little bit? Can we get the exact version?
All right, well.
No, I don't want you to fuck it up when you sing it.
Do you like this song, Todd?
Well, who wouldn't? This is
I've
a
got
beautiful
to pinch
song.
myself just... All right.
I I can't believe I pinch myself that this song exists. I don't know.
Be quiet now. I'm going to sing.
Oh, sorry.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be.
You should pinch yourself.
And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, whispering words of wisdom. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Ooh, there will be an answer. Let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, singing words of wisdom. Let it be, Paul, let it be.
How's it feel to sing this?
Every day I just get up and there's a bright ray of sunshine coming through my window. Let it be. I get on to a private jet in front of the world to see. Everyone says I love you, just pinch me. Let it be. Let it be.
Pinch me.
I don't know, I just go on all the shows and Jimmy Fallon says, I love you, Paul. I've always I say, Jimmy, that's wonderful, Jimmy. I can't believe it. I'm on American telly. People seem to, I don't know, I'm just a boy who picked up a guitar one day and wrote a bunch of songs and people seem to like them.
Can I just say, that just hearing you do that in person, it was really great.
Oh, yeah, well, it was
nice to even meet the fake.
I don't even know if people are listening. Wink, wink. I don't even know if people are, like, I want to take his, like, humbleness to even for, I don't even know if people ever heard the music.
Oh, is this going out is this going out over the airways?
Is it on the airways? Is that what the I don't know. I'm just a guy with a guitar, and I just think I'm just playing, and I don't know if I want to interrupt this bit to tell you I really love and respect Paul McCartney, and I would love to interview him. I would love to because I don't want to hear the same interview anymore.
You're like me. Yeah, you want to clarify because you can. The bit has all to do to make fun of a situation that you're in. You have to be a little humble, and you're making a parody of it. But that doesn't. You don't diminish his talent. Obviously.
I don't know. You know, it's really something.
Is that the right way to say
weird.
that?
You know, I just wrote down some random words on a piece of paper, and everyone seemed to really like them.
Did you know that when you wrote "Let It Be" down?
Yeah.
Do you remember thinking this is a hit?
Well, do I remember thinking it was a hit? Well, I thought it was pretty rad, you know. I thought it was pretty rad.
No.
I thought it was pretty rad, Todd. I thought.
Did you know it was a hit?
A hit? No, I don't know if any of my stuff is really a hit. I don't.
What do you think the people saying that John Lennon wrote most of the songs that you take credit for?
I don't know. I just pinch myself when I hear the name John Lennon.
Can you do me a favor, Paul? And I would hate to ask you. I'm really glad that Jake just pointed this out. My Uncle Jack loves to sing, and we have him doing a song. And would you tell me if he's good? But you got to be honest with me.
All right. No, sure, yeah.
You promise?
Listen, I don't know what's good and what isn't good, Todd.
Will you tell me?
I just really listen to the music. And if the music strikes me as something that's kind of fab, I'll be like, all right, yeah. I was having lunch with Mick Jagger, right? And he says to me, hey, Paul, you know, I love your song, Hey Jude. And it was one of the most inspirational songs. And I was like, did I write that? I don't remember. Pinched myself.
Yes. So,
see, I have the song here.
Would you be honest with me?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Let me get the color in the room right. What color do you want? I'm switching the colors in the room for once, not Jake.
Oh, you got the light bulbs at Lowe's. That's nice.
How about that? Is that good?
That's nice. Yeah, it's pretty.
Is it nice? Okay.
You know, Linda and I used to go around on a
you guys still friends?
Well, she's dead.
Oh, I didn't. Is she?
Yeah, it's very sad.
I'm sorry, I did not know that.
Well, we used to have a little band called Wings, and we used to take it on the road.
When was Wings? After the Beatles?
It was after a little band called the Beatles.
And then he joined a band called Wings?
A little band called Wings, yeah. I don't know.
I meant you, sir.
Tour with a band called a little band called the Sir Paul McCartney Band.
That's right.
But I don't know. I'm just a humble guy from Liverpool. I didn't grow up with much, you know, Todd. I just grew up with guitar and I started strumming it one day. And I thought, oh, that sounds pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's on the radio, so they told me. And the next thing you know after that...
So they told me, like he's that distance between. So they told me. I was outside raking leaves. So
we was just look. Here's
we
the
were
thing.
just four
Here's
kids,
the thing you
three
don't
kids from
understand. We
Liverpool.
were just four kids.
Kids from Liverpool.
We didn't even know each other. We were just on the bus one day, and I saw a guy named John Lennon or whatever his name was, and another guy, and another guy, and we just started playing because that's what we did. We were kids, and we started strumming. You know, we used to strum, and then the next thing we're bobbing our heads, and the next thing you know, we're in suits and we've got funny hairstyles,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, we're on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Did you
and it
think-
was all a dream, really. I don't understand it, Todd. Do you? I'm just strumming an instrument, and on the next thing you know, I'm pinching myself because people are saying you're pretty good, you know. And then the next thing you know, I'm in a little band called the Beatles, and the next thing you know, I'm in a little band called Wings, and the next thing you know, I'm here and I'm talking to you. You seem like a great guy, Todd. You seem like a real fab guy. You seem cool, you know. You're doing your thing, you know, and that's what I love. That's what I love.
Don't
you
laugh.
know? I love meeting people. I love meeting
Like a
different
big-
people, you know. It's just
Shut up.
nice, you know, because when I grew up, we didn't have things like this. We didn't have candles and lights and computers. Of course, we didn't have computers, but we didn't have candles.
But you were
we
just-
couldn't afford them.
you were four guys
We
from-
were just four boys from Liverpool.
with guitars.
Right. And we were poor, Todd. We didn't have much. We just had guitars. And
Was
and
there
you know
ever a
what
song you
we'd be
didn't-
strumming them,
Was
and then
there-
the next thing you know, we're on the Ed Sullivan Show, and
So
then
they
the
told
next
you.
thing you know, so they tell me, we were. So they tell me we toured around the world.
What was the
But
song?
I didn't know.
What was
did
the?
I-
What did I didn't know?
I
Right,
was
exactly.
just in.
I didn't know.
You know,
Shut up! Right.
I was just in a
I
hotel
didn't know.
room.
I didn't know.
I was just in a hotel room, and the next thing they knock on the door, they say, "Sir Paul McCartney, the future Sir Paul McCartney. Would you like to come and play a show out here?" And then I didn't know, and then the next thing you know, I'm just pinching myself because people are going crazy, you know, and I didn't understand it. We're just really four boys with instruments, and we're just strumming them. We'd just be strumming them in the streets of Liverpool, and the next thing you know, I'm here. So what do you want to know? What do you want to know? It's all pretty groovy stuff, really. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. Oh God.
Right.
You know, it'd be cool to see.
Where did, was there ever a? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's the question?
Well, do you have a
No,
serious-
go ahead. You know,
Do you have a question for him?
I do. Well, I know
Right.
that we have somebody who sent in a song. I just want to see.
yeah, because
Oh,
you know we used
that's
to
right,
write
thank you.
songs, and I still do. I'm writing
Just for-
and I just jump on a look. You know what it is, and it's as simple as this. It's just music. It's literally just music.
I never looked at it that way. It's not a big deal. What if you started taking his humbleness and turning it against him, where then he had to flip it back around? You're right.
No,
Everyone
it is a
thinks
big.
that-
It is a big
everybody
deal.
thinks it takes the talent, but it
I
doesn't.
I write music in my sleep, Todd. What do you do in your sleep? Sleep? You probably just sleep right through it. But no, it's just something
I do things in my sleep too. Okay.
Sometimes in
There's
my sl-
different things.
in-
I make clay models.
Well, that's very.
And they're very
well, that's very
expensive.
cute, Todd. That's a cute hobby, and that's a cute. Oh, that's a really
try to
cute
make,
idea. You know what?
You try to make a clay model in your sleep.
In my sleep, I'm so popular in my sleep that I pinch myself,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, "Is this really my sleep? Am I really sleeping right?" I don't know. We're just four boys. We're just four boys. We just have guitars and we strum them. And then I started playing the piano, and it was like you just sort of place your fingers down on the keys, and it makes a little melody. And the next thing you know, play "Let It Be" for me. Next thing you know,
So you're
you've got
just
a song.
bouncing your hand
I'm
up
just
and down.
bouncing my hands, and listen to the sound it made. Listen to how nice that. But I didn't know. I pinched myself. Is that coming from my fingers?
When I watch you play that now.
Don't interrupt.
Oh, sorry. I have to.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
Paul, I need a favor. A friend of mine is performing up the street.
Right.
Would
oh,
you
you
go?
got a friend who's in music too.
Yeah, and he's singing tonight. But I want you to be honest with me. I mean, let's
listen to this.
Can we go?
Is this friend of yours? Right,
Yes.
he's playing up the street.
He's playing
right?
up the street. Would you
And
go
what-
with us?
and let me.
He would freak
I'd
out.
love to go with you. I don't have anywhere else to be. But let me ask you something, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
What does your friend play?
My friend is a singer. Let's walk outside
He
as
sings.
we talk.
Does he also play the guitar?
I like that we're talking while we're walking. I keep the bit going. No, he does not play any instruments.
Oh, he doesn't play the guitar.
No, he does not.
Oh, he ought to
Jake, hurry up!
He ought to take up the guitar.
I just forgot my stuff.
Well, I just shut the door. Okay. You forgot your stuff. Good thinking.
Who is that? Your friend, the one who's going to sing?
No. My friend is okay. We're walking into the church. Oh, I think he's talking.
Is that him?
He already. No. Here's my friend. Oh, they already started.
All
Let's
right,
take
good.
these seats over here.
Wait a minute.
No, my friend's already.
Is he gonna
he's
pl-
talking
is he
right
gonna
now.
play?
This next and the
all
final
right.
song is going to be one that has made me pretty famous over the last few years.
All right, I'm a little famous.
It has took me a lot of places I didn't think I would be at. But it was the first time on stage, New Year's Eve 2002, with one of the best quartets out there today, Brian Free and Assurance.
All right.
And I was privileged to be able to sing this one with Brian Free.
Groovy.
He's good.
And I don't know if I beat him that night or not, but ever since then, we've had competitions. I've wore him out.
Real cocky.
Not to make me look good or anything, but that's what happened. But this is one that also my friends at my hometown church, Gospel Light Baptist Church in Salisbury, North Carolina, has really made...
Pause it.
Their top.
Here's why I think this video is gut-wrenching and funny. I'm going to break the bit. Because the fact that how could you be this? Really? You don't hear it at all. But anyway, let's go back to the bit. You're Paul McCartney. I wouldn't have stopped it if I knew we were in the middle of the bit. But I forgot.
Let me ask you a question, though.
What?
This guy who's your friend that we're listening to, though,
Yeah, we're
who's
gonna go-
talking now, right? This guy, is he going to play an instrument? Or
No,
just
no.
sing?
He
Did you
just
say
sings.
he's just going to sing?
He's just going to sing.
You know
Oh, he
something?
plays the
Todd,
piano.
You ought to suggest him that he pick up a guitar.
You know what?
Because that's what we did. You know, we were just four boys in Liverpool, and we picked up guitars and we started strumming them one day, and the next thing you know, we'd formed the Quarrymen, and then we formed the Beatles. And then I was touring Wings Across America with my lovely
boys. We pick up a
my
guitar.
Let's be Linda McCartney, and we were just kids. We didn't know we were in love, you know. We were just touring around.
You just pick up a guitar one day. What do you remember the first time you picked up a guitar?
Do you remember the first time you picked up a microphone and told jokes, Todd?
You know what? I do sort of.
Right, same here. I don't even remember.
How'd you just read through me? No, I do remember actually. No,
All
you're
right, now it's coming back to me.
Well,
too.
you don't remember exactly. You're right.
It was just me and a kid named John, and a kid named George, and a kid named Ringo, and that's it. And the next thing you knew, we were on Ed Sullivan. I don't know how it happened. I'm still pinching myself. I walked out of my building. This is a true story, Todd. I walked out of my building the other day, and there was a photographer, and he said Sir Paul McCartney of the Beatles, one of the greatest songwriters who's ever lived. He said that to me. May I take a picture of you for?
I had the picture,
and I can sell it to every magazine in the world. And I said, me, little old me, in a picture. In a picture, that would be what? That would be, that'd be groovy. And I was just pinching myself, and
Paul, why do you have a pair of tweezers? You're pinching yourself with a pair of tweezers.
sometimes I don't know if I'm awake or not, so I have to really use the tweezers. You know, it's a funny thing like that. But we wrote a bunch of songs. It was fun. You know, it was fun.
Kim Paul.
Yeah.
Sir Paul
McCartney, the great
Sir Paul
Beatle,
McCartney.
ex-Beatle, ex-Wings, still touring. Just wrote the new hit single, Queenie Eye. Will you play it?
I will, but I feel like it's disrespectful.
I
Let's
feel
just
we
go
should
back
go
in the
back
church.
in and listen to my friends sing.
well.
I think you're going to like them.
And then we can play my new
Sure.
hit song, Queenie Eye, which
Sure.
I'm surprised it even happened.
There we go.
Top choice, so therefore we're going to finish off with this one. It's called Looking for City.
Now he looks at the piano person like you're out of key. But I can't. He's trying to find a space.
So far, so good.
Looking for a city built above. Looking for a city millions. Never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too. Come, Holy Spirit, our homes renewed.
Paul, are you okay to stay?
Looking for a
Yes, I'm having a grand time.
where we'll never die. Where the sainted millions never say goodbye.
Come on.
We'll meet our Savior.
Really? You don't know you sound like this?
And our loved ones too. Come, Holy Spirit, our homes
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Oh, this is my favorite part, though, guys. So,
for a city where we'll never die.
man, when he slows it down, it gets to me.
Sainted millions never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior and our loved ones too. Come, Holy Spirit,
That's when he brings it home.
our homes renewed. Looking for a city
I thought he was bringing it home, but he had more.
we'll never die. Where the sainted millions never say goodbye. There we meet our Savior.
He's gonna pass out.
And our loved ones too. Come, Holy Spirit, all our homes renewed. Oh, a city where we'll never die. Where the sainted millions never say goodbye. There we'll meet our Savior.
I feel bad for the piano player. They're trying to keep up nervously.
Come, Holy Spirit, all our homes renewed.
Oh wait, this is a
Bring
loop.
it home. No,
You
he's
swear to God.
talent just keeps going.
Where the sainted millions
It's about 25.
never say goodbye.
Wait, we had to loop this.
We'll meet our
I'm gonna
Savior
decide at the end.
and our loved ones too.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
That's all I'm doing. So, see ya. All our homes renewed.
No, we didn't loop it.
Dentistic.
Did you hear what he said at the end of that?
Fantastic.
You liked it?
Oh, that was the tranny.
I know, I liked it. I was willing to just merge right back to her. Picture we took. Picture we took her there.
No, listen.
Yo, you okay? The
listen,
trainee would have said fantastic.
Todd, I'm not one to judge music, because.
But you do.
I'm a musician myself.
But you do judge it, and
Well-
we're asking you to be honest because people respect your opinion.
Well, what can I say about this fella? He seems like a nice guy, a friend.
Yeah, but when when we open up a nice guy club, we'll hire him. Now we're talking about talent.
It's really tough for me
as
to.
Jimmy Dore
It's
said.
tough for me to say if he's talented because that's how I think I sound
Paul.
when I'm singing.
Oh, shit. You're so full of shit. That's how I think I
That's
sound.
what I think I
tell
sound.
my friends,
And
I go,
then-
you can't record that. It puts it on an album at big sale.
People say, Paul, you sound like an angel. They say your voice is like the most melodic, beautiful voice I've ever heard. But I think it sounds like that, That's what I think it sounds
So
like.
you're that self-critical of yourself.
I don't know why people go so crazy for what I'm doing.
How do you think it all started?
Well, that's why I'm always pinching myself, Todd, because I just think I'm going up there, and when I hear that boy, and I think, I don't want to say he doesn't sound that good, because it's all relative,
He's
And
a little
maybe-
pitchy, you think?
Well, there's
Is
probably...
he a little pitchy?
Well, there's probably people out there that think it's groovy, Todd. They listen to him and they think that's pretty good, But I mean, I don't know, because I'm just
you're so critical of your own
well,
work.
for me, it's just...
How do you think...
It's just simple for me. I'll try to put it to you like this, because people don't understand what it's like to be Paul McCartney, And for me, it's really... it's the same way for me, Todd. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what I sound like. Because I was just
I sit down at a piano, right? And I start writing a song. And the next thing you know, I've sold out arenas around the world.
And you don't...
I don't know how the people find out about it. I don't know how they show up. I don't know how I show up. I'm just sitting somewhere and someone says, Paul, do you want to get on a private jet? And I think that's pretty groovy. And the next thing you know, I walk out and something like 100,000 people are staring at me wearing my T-shirts. And Mercedes-Benz is a sponsor. I don't know. And the next thing you know, I'm playing and they're all screaming and we're in the middle of Russia. And I'm bringing together people, you know, because we're all this. I've said it in my song, people are all the same no matter where you go. And you'll find that people are the same wherever you go. Anyway, so.
You're just singing it like that.
Yeah, I was just singing it, you know.
Yeah.
It was just the words coming out melodically from my mouth. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting in a hotel room, right? Yeah. And then they say, Paul, you want to get on a private jet? And I say, that sounds like fun. So I stroll a mosey on over to the jet, you know. And the next thing I know, I'm on the David Letterman show.
That's crazy.
And the whole world is watching.
Can you
and I'm like,
play
hey,
this?
How did I even get
What do you
here?
think of this, Paul? Now that I have you here and you seem to be a nice guy, I want to play some other stuff for you and see what you think.
Sure.
I know I said that's what's leaving.
Let it breathe.
Just
Yeah, no, it sounds
could
all
say
right.
goodbye. It was only 7 days time to walk away from summerhood. Be never change.
See, that's what I think I sound like, Todd. You know?
You think, when you hear yourself, you think, play it again. I want to hear it from a different perspective. I'm going to listen to this now going, I'm Paul McCartney. Let me listen to one of my songs.
Sure, yeah, play it on.
I know I said that's what's leaving. But just could say goodbye. It was only 7 days time to walk away from someone who be everything like you.
See, I couldn't even tell if that was one of my songs when we were playing it. Because this is what I think I sound
No, that
like.
wasn't one of your songs.
I don't know, but I was pinching myself the whole time. Like, did I write that? Is that one of mine? I don't know.
How many times did he say it?
I was in a hotel room the other day, and I was just taking a little nap. Because why not? You know. So I'm taking a little nap. That's the other thing. He's always been so cute, but he's an old man. I don't know. I'm so critical of him, but it's a real love-hate. I love
You know what
and
I
hate
think?
him. I don't hate him, but I love and I'm frustrated by him.
I know exactly what you mean. I tend to go like have an admiration for. There's no doubt that that's mental and physical. I don't care if he had a facelift or not. He's still. You would want to. You're 70 years old. If you can do that,
Why is he trying to be so damn young?
Well, you know what? I understand that. I'm not even
Age
critical
gracefully,
of that.
like-
I know. Maybe let it go a little, but I understand.
Let
a
it
little.
go.
Let it go.
No, but I don't know. He's still being very cutesy. I don't know. You know, the thing is, it's hard to be critical of somebody
very
that
cutesy.
I'm a big fan, but
I'm cutesy.
I'm a big fan, and yet I'm very
cutesy.
critical.
I'm cutesy.
You're still at the right age for it.
I'm
Todd.
cutesy.
No,
I'm
but you
not.
don't,
I'm
you don't
kidding.
go like this.
Stop.
You don't go like this. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I was just winking and
Well,
smiling.
there is a- there
he
is-
always acts like he has a naughty little secret in the interview. I don't know. I mean, well, what? No, me?
How about at the end of that church song when the guy, he goes, yeah, that's all I'm going to do tonight.
Who was that? Didn't sound like the same guy singing.
Like the audience didn't give the singer the respect he deserves, and that's why he stopped singing.
What am I going to do tonight?
At the end of that whole...
That's sad. Am I allowed to laugh, or does that guy have a problem?
I can probably get to it.
You know what? I have the betting. You ever hear Ruthless Buzzy? No. You know Ruth Buzzy, right?
Are you talking to me or Paul McCartney?
Oh, you're right. I forgot. What are you looking at?
Because he's heard of everything.
Sometimes I have stuff on here. Hold on. Let me... Stop moving your mic. Here's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, Yoav.
Oh, my God.
They don't know. There's no visual.
We have to go in for the close.
Let's do another hour.
Well, it takes a little while to close it up.
Now let's wrap it up. I have 2 minutes. Let's go.
No. You think?
Who's Danny Lobell? Sounds groovy. Sammy. What kind of a name is Sammy?
Sammy, baby. How you doing, everybody?
Oh, you know something, Todd? Before I forget, I'm only here to promote 2 things.
Oh, what are they? I always like to get the promotions in.
So we got one of them in.
Your
episode,
the one we talked about, my episode of the show,
which launched today.
Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Today, March 4th, 2014. Comedian and social activist Toddy Glass appears on the Danny Lobell Show, well known as Modern Day Philosophers, episode 28, talking about the works of John Locke, the great philosopher who just talked about mind and identity. Available for download on iTunes.
If you were going to have a red carpet and you were going to fly around L.A., this be your music, right?
I don't know. Did I write that?
Is this a good song? I don't know. Say it again, 4 guys.
No,
it makes me laugh every
listen.
time, even if I know it's coming. I want you to say it was 4 guys. Try to squeeze it into.
Listen.
Can you do me a favor? And I'm trying to do this to kill.
I'm really.
I want to kill Yo off.
You know?
I want to kill Yo off through laughing. I want
really-
you to say we were 4 guys from Liverpool as many times as you can
Right,
in 2
well,
minutes.
you know something.
In 2 minutes. In 2 minutes.
We were 4 guys from Liverpool.
He does it
and
right
we
away.
just strummed. I picked up a guitar one day, and I was curious because I like strings. And I was like, what's this thing? Because in Liverpool we're very poor, and we didn't know about guitar. And one day my dad brought home a guitar, and he said, Paul, take a look at this. I thought it was a piece of furniture. And the next thing you know, my fingers were strumming on the strings. And I heard something that sounded a little bit like music coming out of it. And I thought, that's kind of nice. Let me just keep playing with it. And the next thing you know, we're just 4 boys from Liverpool touring the world. Just a guy named John, a guy named Paul, a guy named George,
More. I
and a
want
guy
you to
named
do it more.
Ringo, and we just walked because the thing of it is, and I've got a new song. I want to promote my new song, Queenie Eye. Can we get a little bit of Queenie Eye? This is just something. Now the story behind this is I was just at the piano. And I just started playing, just throwing my fingers on the things, you know, see where they land. And what I do is I let my hands go limp, you know. I let my hands go limp, and I just start moving them around and swinging them recklessly. And the next thing you know, it's on the radio. Yeah, listen to this.
Oh, I was swinging my head.
Rules you never told me. Never came up with a plan. All the stories that you told me didn't help me understand. But I had to get it worked out.
So I wrote that song.
Hold on 1 second. I hate to do this to you. Why isn't it coming out the PA system?
Well, you know, my time is limited. I didn't know this, but I've got somebody telling me I've got somewhere else to be. And they've got... And I didn't know this.
It's not that, Aristotle. No, it's okay.
Where do you have to go?
I don't know. You know, that's the funny thing about it. They just grabbed me and dragged me probably to the David Letterman show. I don't know.
What was the song you were just playing? Let's hear a little more of that.
Because I've got this funny thing, Todd, called a publicist. It's just a funny thing. When I was a kid in Liverpool, we were just 4 boys. We didn't know what a publicist was. I thought it was someone who hung out at a pub. I thought it was just someone who was
Let's
a
take a
drinker.
call. Do you mind? Call or put line through 3 through, Jake.
Paul.
Hello. Yes.
Huge fan. How did it all? How would you surmise your life in 30 seconds? What do you? He's pinching himself. Oh, you're pinching yourself.
While that caller was calling in, he was pinching himself. Even the mere fact that people want to talk to him on the phone. Oh, I'm pinching myself.
I thought I might have been in a dream because the guy said he was such a big fan. I was just trying to see if I was sleeping, you know.
Oh, my God.
Was I only sleeping? That could be a song.
Well, you know what we're going to do? We ride out of here. I want to ride out on the most joyous thing. Happy birthday!
You say it's your birthday! Happy birthday to you! Oh, are we not singing that? Oh. All right, so we were literally just 4 boys strumming on instruments.
We were just 4 boys.
And the next thing you know, I've got a publicist who's telling me I've got somewhere else to be. And that usually means we'll get on a jet. And the next thing you know,
4 boys.
I'll be in Japan. And it'll be a giant theater thing, just full of people. I've got 2 things to promote. I only got to promote one of them. Hang on.
What did you think I did? Tell me. Hold on 1 second.
I know you wanted me to play Shut Up Your Face, but on your sheet it looks like you wrote...
what's the matter you? No wonder you didn't know what I wanted.
Oh, it looks like...
What's the matter with you?
Should I actually read what it says, though?
What does it look like it says?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, it says, what a matter with you. Mine doesn't say, what's the matter with you? It says, what a matter with you. WHATAMADDAU. Well, Paul McCartney...
Listen,
I should have known that.
What's the matter with you, Todd? You're so damn talented. Why don't people come and see the Todd Glass show? Maybe they're just stuck in a dream. Maybe they're chasing after a truck with ice cream. Maybe they're laughing like children to themselves. I just came up with that. I took a daydream and I thought of those lyrics.
And it turns into beautiful music.
I don't know.
Let me ask you something. Remember the thing we isolated? The part that said da-da-da-da? Let's see what happens if we layer it in. So all of a sudden we'd be doing it, and then this would
You're an
come in.
incredible talent,
You know
Todd.
what I'm
I've never
talking about?
left my house before.
What?
As far as I can remember, I've never left my house before. Am I even here? Is this
What's the matter with you?
Where am
What's
I?
the matter with Paul? He is so very modest. He
Where
can't
am
even
I?
believe he's a star.
I can't even believe that you have a real table here. For me? Is this for me? Did you put it here for me, Carl?
Oh, not just for you, but...
Oh, it's not just for me. I'm pinching myself. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing as I go. As I get older. I don't know. There's candles here. Are these here for me?
Oh, yes, they are for you.
I can't believe... Well, that's very
Just
kind.
pinching myself.
I'm just... Look,
What's the matter with me?
4 boys from Liverpool.
What's the matter with you? 4 boys. What? Say it again.
We were just 4 boys from Liverpool, you know?
I'm sorry, my headsets went out. Would you mind repeating
I said
that?
that we were just 4 boys from Liverpool.
He likes saying it so much that you could
was
make it.
John.
I'm sorry.
There
sorry.
was George.
Forgive me, but I'm on the early stages of
And there
Alzheimer's.
was me,
What did you
Paul,
say?
And then there was
What did you say?
Well, it was just 4 of us, 4 boys from Liverpool.
Oh, why do I hear what you're saying and then I forget where you were saying something about
We
you
were
or
just
something?
4 boys from Liverpool, Todd.
Hold on,
We
sorry,
were just
I was
4.
in the bathroom. What were you guys talking about?
I was just saying that we were just 4 boys from Liverpool. And
Wait, what was that one?
no, just we were 4 boys from Liverpool, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry. I bent over to tie my
No,
shoe
we were
ball.
just 4 boys from Liverpool, Todd.
Wait, I'm sorry, I farted really loud. What did you say?
Guys, I'm sorry I'm late. What's going on?
We were just 4 boys from Liverpool there.
I'm sorry. Don't punch me, guys.
No,
but
don't
what were
worry
you
about it.
What were you talking
I
about?
don't even remember. Well, look, a publicist. That looks like we have somewhere to go. I hope it's not to another ceremony to honor me. Well, I don't know. I'm pinching myself. That'll leave a mark. All right. Well, listen, it's been great being here on the program, Todd. And
Jake
it seems
wanted-
really nice that you have these microphones and everything.
Jake wrote a song to this theme and he wanted to sing it for you. Would you mind?
Right, yeah, I mean, I can't judge it. I'm not going to
We'll
judge
give him
it.
a lot of reverb if you don't mind.
I'm not
And
gonna
go ahead,
judge
Jake.
it, Jake, I mean, go ahead.
Hello, here we are. Hey, how you doing? I'm looking at your shirt, and I want to take it off because when I take it off, then I'm looking at your chest, and then when I'm looking at your chest, I'm looking through your body, and then I see your body, and then I see the other side, of your body. Then there's a person's face on the other side of your body. And when I see his face, I say, shut up, your face.
Listen,
what do you think? Is that good? Is that good?
That's what I think I sound like, you know? When I'm singing.
Can I tell you, I was going to whisper to you, will you please say, that's what I think I sound like again? And then I thought, he's going to do it. And then sure enough, he delivered. That's what I think I sound like.
I don't know. I'm just here writing things and putting them out there, and people seem to like them. But I don't know. I've been told that I wasn't here. Someone told me, they tapped me on the finger and told me I'm a musician. Someone told me that last Thursday, and I was pinching myself. I said, me, a musician. What if he just has dementia? And that's why he's... Nobody said anything. McCartney's had dementia for 10 years. I'm just pinching myself. Every time they take me somewhere, everybody's all excited to see me, and I just can't understand it. I'm just pinching myself.
Did you have a lot of friends growing up?
Well, it was me, and there was 3 boys. The 4 of us were just 4 boys from Liverpool. How many times has he said that at this point? There was just 4 of us, and we lived in Liverpool.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I just came over. How did this all start?
Well, it was just the 4 of us boys from Liverpool, you know, and we just picked up instruments. I picked up a guitar.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I know you know the whole life, and it's just so much to talk about. But if someone said you have 4 seconds to explain what happened, how did it?
What happened is that I've got all these marks on my arm, Todd, from pinching myself so much because I don't know what happened. I just know that there was 4 of us boys in Liverpool, and it was me. There was a guy named John. There was a guy named George, and there was a guy named Ringo. And we wrote some songs, and we thought, these are kind of nice. They're just good little ditties, and then the next thing you know, we're on the radio, and I was like, what's a radio? And someone told me, and I pinched myself, because I couldn't believe that. I don't even know how music works, you know. I just know that you hear something, and someone's therefore making the noise, right? There was just 4 of us, you know. As I recall, we were just 4 boys, and these were old. This was a long time ago. It was all in black and white.
Jake has a question.
Yeah.
So you guys would just show up places, and then people would just love you.
I guess.
How would you
know.
describe the Beatles?
Well, it was just 4 of us, and we were in Liverpool. You know when I
don't want this to stop, because why would anybody want to not be the happiest they could possibly be? And I could personally listen to this for another few minutes.
Every time I've done shows in Liverpool, people still come up with after the show, the whole Liverpool is just a theme park for the Beatles. You know, it's a great city, but you just walk around Liverpool, it's just, the whole city became, imagine being so famous that a whole city is like where people live and have lives. There's statues on every block, and you know, I do a comedy show and someone comes, you were really good, love. You know that I once had a snog with George Harrison right there across the street when we were 17, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't know what you mean. You know, but you can't be humble if everything is that. But I don't know, I'm really humble. I just picked up a guitar, and then I met 3 other blokes. And the 4 of us were just
4 boys from Liverpool.
In Liverpool.
Would I be saying it right?
And, you know, we met a guy, and he said, let me record you. And we said, well, we're not so busy on a Saturday. And then the next thing you know, I'm here, I'm doing the Jimmy Fallon program, and I say, you know, they ask me these questions about, like, how did you get started? We were just 4 boys. We didn't know what we were doing.
4 boys from Liverpool.
We didn't know what we were doing. We were just trying to have fun and kiss some girls.
That's the show.
Wait, I had something else to promote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had 2 things to promote. The first, of course, was the Modern Day Philosophers podcast.
Is this the right music for that?
No.
Talk about it again. Say it again.
The first was,
is there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, there was the fact that you, Todd Glass, are my guest on the podcast today on Modern Day Philosophers, which was just
Hey, 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 diese keinen Titten Teil, Todd, Zoll, sie, Fall, hatte keinen Teil, Todd, Glas, keinen Teil, John Lack, mein Streit, Old Street, Modern Day Philosopher, mein Queen in Lilac, sein, Kreite, Teile, iTunes, mit die Kreite, Kulten, mit die Kreite, Stunden, I kann nicht unter iPod, I kann die Kreite fliegen, und kann, und fliegen, und Kreite, Challenge, und die Kreite, fliegen, und dann die Kreite, und fliegen, und mich die Kreite, die Seite, die Gott, ich schmiede, mir sitzt reite der Podcast und iTunes Troll sind frei.
We were just four boys, you know.
Wait, you were just four boys from Liverpool?
We were literally just four. I think there was four of us. There might have been five. There could have been 8. I don't know. Someone tapped me on the shoulder and told me I was in a band called the Beatles.
Well,
The second thing I wanted to promote
what?
is that I will be transitioning over the next few years out of comedy and into jazz.
Don't joke around. Oh, shit.
I
Well,
will.
good luck.
And so these are the last few years to see me do comedy.
Well,
So-
good luck. I know that some of these people, you're going on a tour, like when this performer says, I'm not performing anymore, I'm going on my goodbye tour.
Well, yeah, it's a transitional tour. The tour will go on, but I'll be doing jazz, strictly jazz.
So I look forward to it, because anything you do, I think, would be great.
I appreciate it.
How come it takes 4 years to transition?
I didn't say 4 years. It could be 7. But
I thought you said 4.
But I've been working on, I do the air jazz clarinet, which is my real talent. And all the other stuff is just what they call kibitzing.
Do you think it would take a lot of nerve for me? How ballsy? The word's not ballsy. Committing to a bid. If I played this betting music for the next 5 podcasts, under every podcast, the whole entire podcast.
That's something why not? As long as I don't have to be here. Come on.
Guess what, everybody?
Yo, grab some fucking broccoli. Let's bust out of this joint. Put the whole tray in your pocket, kid. This guy doesn't pay.
Open. Let's go watch a little Paul Anka right in here before we say goodnight. We'll enjoy it. He's doing a medley of all his hits.
Musical reminiscing and sing a few of the songs that I've had the pleasure of writing. I think more important, a few of the songs that all of you have accepted. I'm so young and you're so old. This Diana.
At Danny Lobell on Twitter. I always forget to plug Twitter.
Oh, that's right.
I have a very low Twitter following.
Let me give you some background music. We'll talk about your Twitter.
I've been doing the Twitter thing on and off, and I have a very low response on Twitter. Not too many people have followed me, but the ones that have, I asked a few of them, and they said it's been all right. And
is there any parting words you want to say?
Yes.
Oh, it's just 4 of us.
Next time,
4 guys from Liverpool.
I want to bring Lou the Jew from World War II next time. He's pure energy.
You know what? Is he like Yoaff? No, why? What's wrong? Is he bad?
No, he's the best.
Something scary. I don't want to. Everybody, you've been great, and everything's going to be fine. Trust me.
And I want to apologize to Paul McCartney, Sir Paul McCartney. I've been a big fan for a long time.
Hey, he's on the phone.
Is that right? Oh, put him on.
Hey, it's Todd Glass from the... Hold on. Are we having... Paul. Todd Glass from the Todd Glass Show.
I was listening to the program and I thought I'd call in.
How do you explain yourself?
Well, there's just 4 of us. Just 4 boys from Liverpool. I don't know how to explain myself, but all I know is I was one of these 4 boys.
Let's take another call. Just keep.
All right. Oh,
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, it's Paul
Yes, Paul. Well, how do you what do you hope your legacy is?
Well, if I'm to be remembered, I would hope it's for the fact that I was one of 4 boys in a band in Liverpool. And I don't know. Here's the thing. Can you stop the music for a minute? Because I want to make a serious point.
Oh, sure.
Because we've done a lot of joking around.
You're
which
right.
is
Maybe we
very
should.
groovy and fun. But, if there's really one thing I want people to take away from today, it's just that, I didn't know what a guitar was. I didn't know what it was. Todd. Someone brought it home. It was my dad, I think. and he just put it down on the. We used to have, because we were really poor. We used to have sofas. We didn't have couches. We had sofas. And that's what poor people have, sofas. Middle class people have couches.
Can you write
and
us
rich people have chaise longues. Did you know that? All right. So we had a sofa. It was nothing special.
Here's what I'd like you to do. We're going to take you. Flop your hands around. I want to see how this works.
Wait a minute.
We're going to slide a keyboard underneath you.
Honestly, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you, but I really want to just make one point for the children out there listening. And you said something really, really important at the beginning of the podcast.
Thank you. I didn't know you were listening.
Yeah, I'm always listening. If you ever think I'm not listening, I am. Right. Anyway. You said something really important about hitting children not to do it, right?
Yes.
So that's good. That's really good. That's good advice. And I don't hit children. Do I? I don't remember. I'm pinching myself. Right, anyway. I don't know. I don't think I hit any children. It wouldn't be cool. I might have hit.
So
anyway, listen to me. The point is... And if any children are out there listening to this, pick up an instrument, because you never know what will happen. I picked one up, a guitar as it was. My dad brought it home. And I took my hand and I let it go all floppy. And I just started strumming, you know. And then the next thing you know, I met 3 other boys. It was John, George, and a nice guy named Ringo, and me. And we started a little band called the Beatles. And the next thing you know, we got flown away to America. And I started writing songs like this one.
We have to say goodbye.
We all have to say goodbye, but goodbyes don't have to be so sad, Todd.
You're right. We'll see you. How about see you later?
Well, sometimes I think it's sad and someone says goodbye, and then a publicist brings me on a little jet, and
Jake, is there anything?
We just fly in the air, and the next thing we know, we land on a TV show, or at a concert, or at a big honoring ceremony, or just a nice little bistro.
I interrupt this conversation to give Jake a new segment in the show. This is a segment for 1 minute, uninterrupted, no hurry, there's no pressure. It could be silly, it could be funny, it could be whatever you want to do. I know I didn't give you any plans to rehearse this to George Carlin. What would you? I want you to feel unheard when you get in your scooter. In your scooter. I tried to fix it last minute. When you get on your scooter tonight, I think, I wish I had a date. Is there a date you want to plug? Is there something that's near and dear to your heart before we take the show to a close with Dr. Sir Sergeant Paul McCartney?
Sergeant Pepper to you.
Sergeant, there you go.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, there's 2 things.
Sure.
That are just on my mind. One of them, which you just brought up, is me riding a scooter. I think that more people should ride scooters. You know?
He's very pro scooter, and we support him on the show.
Yeah. Very gas efficient.
He's up on it. We're trying to be nice.
If everybody rode scooters, then
be very important.
Be very important.
There'd be no more car to scooter accidents. It would just be scooter to scooters.
Right. Less deaths. There's no doubt about it. We totally. And what else did you want to talk about?
Joy to the living.
Joy to the living.
Right.
What the hell's Yoav talking about over there? Sounds like an old man.
He was making a good point about scooters.
That's all I heard.
Keep an eye on that Yoav guy. He might take some of your broccoli. He's a known...
When you listen back, you're going to go, okay, Todd wasn't that far off. You're going to hear yourself in the background. You're going to hear everyone talking, and you going, everyone talk. I'll tell you what it sounded like. Talk.
Hey, how are you, Todd? Good to be here.
All right, listen. What else, Jake? Did you have one other thing?
He's a known broccoli thief. He's a known broccoli thief, Yoav is.
Yeah, I just...
I'm sorry, Jake. You were saying something, weren't you?
No, the scooter thing, and then my other question was...
So modest. I'm sorry, Jake. Like Paul McCartney would
No, go on. I'd love to hear what you have to say, really. Really would love to hear what you have to say.
Well, the first thing that I was talking about, Paul, was the scooters. And
he heard that.
When I was a boy, we didn't have scooters. We couldn't
Well,
afford them.
that brings me to my second point.
Well, let him talk about a scooter.
We couldn't afford them.
he wants to.
It was the luxury that my dad brought home a guitar.
Oh.
Paul, you know what's kind of crazy is that
what's that then?
If everybody did ride scooters, you could have a guitar on your back. You could still carry your guitar around.
It's true.
Groovy, man. Peace and love.
You like
I'd
the
love to
scooters.
have a scooter
I
on my
think
back.
Paul McCartney's on board with you at the scooters.
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Why
Right?
not have a
Why
scooter?
not? I'd love to have a... Listen to me. I had a guitar, and that was it. And I started strumming it one day. And the next thing you know, I met 3 other fellas, nice young guys. John, George, Ringo. And then the 4 of us boys just started a little band called the Beatles.
No.
That was it.
All right, we got to. I don't know.
Look, I'd love to
gotta-
give you more time, Todd, honestly, and I think what you've got here is
Paul, would you
really
do me a
something
favor?
Special. Yeah.
Would you stick around? We're going to wrap
I would
things
love
up.
to,
and
but
we're going to order some.
I would love to.
You'll do an
And
after
I would,
show with
I
me?
would come back.
I want you to
would
do an after
definitely-
show.
I love you, Paul.
Okay.
I love you. Well, I'm talking to myself, but I love you, Todd. I would come back anytime, but I have a publicist who needs to whisk me away, and we go off on a plane.
Well, we're going to say.
Nick your love, Nick your love. Nick your love, Nick your
Well, everybody.
Nick yo 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 yo.
By the way, everyone should remember that his name is Yoaff, and somehow Lynn got Nick, who I want. I go, Nick's going to be here, and Yoaff. Can you make a jingle for both of them? And he combined the two.
Seriously,
that's how we're going out of here.
YOAV Anatian ANATIAN on Twitter.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Go follow him on Twitter.
It's okay to enjoy your birthday. I used to make fun of it, but you know what? Yeah, why not? Be happy. This song represents happiness all over the world. What if it ended up being a dance of happiness?
Nick your love, Nick your love, Nick your love, Nick your love.
Hey, let's go out of here listening to this song, but making it a spiritual. We're gonna all dance, and that's the end of the show.
That's it. May I make a request?
Yeah, sure. We're gonna turn on the disco ball, the bubble machine. We're gonna play the drums. We're gonna play the tambourines, and that's the end of the show.
All right. Well, if that's what you want to do.
No, what? Shut up.
If that's what you want to do.
In honor of Paul McCartney.
Well, I was hoping maybe I could take you out with some of my jazz to start promoting it. But sure.
Start your transition.
If you want to, you know what? If you want to kill my career, if you want to bury me, if you want to end this for me.
I just walked out of the room mad. What? Shit, is he really mad? Oh my God, he's really mad. Guys, he's really mad.
I'm here to promote the fucking jazz. I'm trying to get out of this fucking.
Oh, he's really mad. He's really mad, I swear to God.
All right? You don't let me fucking promote the jazz, and I got this fat fuck eating all the fucking broccoli. I'm done. Why do I even come here? Why do I come? How do I get
It's
out
not
of the
funny.
building?
Everybody, goodbye.
Next time you're here with headphones in your ear, there's a lot of show left, so stay right here.
Hey, it's Todd Glass. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you, I hate to be pushy, why don't you go visit my website, toddglass.com. All right? There's something special there waiting for you.
'Cause we've got Todd Glass, we've got Todd Glass, we've got high on the mic with reverb glass. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, sit and let the time pass. Hey, here comes another Todd Glass show. Hey, here comes another Todd